We haven't.
Are you doing the
feel like
classic
we did
drum
an
roll
actual-
from the very first episodes? I guess we did air the first episodes over the holidays, didn't we?
Yeah.
We did.
Of you and me just like dancing on Stable Tech's rotting corpse.
That sort of thing, yeah. And in the 3 years we've been here, and how many of these have we done?
Well, technically this is
wow.
85, at least based on the EAST Corp streams, but it's probably a lot more.
85.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, so in 85 episodes in 3 years, we've yet to get ourselves a theme song.
That's true. I did end up picking a theme song for my Banyanya cast, but we don't have one for this.
I mean, to be fair, somebody actually did make me my own theme song.
Oh, fancy then.
Yeah.
When that happened?
2 years back.
I'm jealous.
Well, in the meantime, we have the Founderscast theme song, which is Kelly's winter solstice wrap up. going.
Oh, very nice, very nice.
That's a
I
classic.
really like that.
Yeah.
See, that's the inherent majesty of doing the music, is that your work is in the background underpinning everything on every project all the time.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
So how is every pony? It feels like it's been a while since it's just been the four of us.
Dude, I'm
So
exhausted. I'm so
We haven't done a
tired.
Founders Cast in a while.
I really want to know how long. I'm kind of going to bet on a year, just
my
because it feels like it could be.
It feels...
No.
Since the last
Could be,
time we
could be.
organized one of these.
It was less than that. Because I know
Less
that
than
we
that,
had
okay.
a Founders Cast when I was still living with my parents.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay, but it's been a couple of months.
It's still been a hot minute, yeah.
Yeah.
Someone should just double check with the chat, make sure that they can actually hear us. We have been known to. I think we once went for 5 minutes, and only Skybolt could be heard.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
sad day.
Now to listen to 5 straight minutes of Skybolt, I mean,
The worst... Hellish, I know.
having a conversation with himself.
Yeah, as usual. I think the worst one though was when we were setting up the very, very first Bethesda stream 2 years ago. I was so worried I would click the wrong output or input or something and just cross the streams. That was a lot to manage.
Oh yeah. It's weirdly stressful being on the controlling side of the stream. Especially the moment things go wrong and you realize, oh no,
Yeah,
I'm broadcasting all my fuck-ups.
yeah. It's in.
So I've just looked it up. It's 11 months since our last one.
11
Yeah,
months.
see.
Yeah,
Right?
close to a year, but yeah, 11 months.
Okay, well we definitely can't let it go that long again.
No.
Damn.
No, I'm hoping to do actually another big what the fic at some point, and have everyone invited. Maybe in January or something. That would be really sweet.
It would
Oh,
have
yeah.
to be on a Sunday then, if we wanted to, because Sunday's literally the only day I have off now.
Well, yeah, no,
Oh
I know.
yes, of course
Seems
you
like
got
that.
you got your new job, yeah.
I got a new job and I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear my voice, but
We can.
it's bad.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've been
Oh, I
singing
mean-
too many Christmas carols.
Dude,
Yeah.
no, it's actually really cool because it's a management training program, right?
Oh, great.
So how it works is right now I'm doing sales to kind of learn what my teammates are doing when I hop into when I hop into a management, start hiring on people, right? So the sales part is difficult, but it pays really well. I think last week I made almost $1,000
What?
a week.
Damn, in a week.
Wow.
So
Shit.
it's super
And I thought
helpful.
my new job was bougie.
Yeah, helping me cover bills, and I'm exhausted. I'm working 12 to 14 hours a day.
Jeez.
I'm working on the weekends. I don't have any days off. Today I have to leave at noon because I have to work again. That's why
Holy
I asked if
shit.
we can only
Wow.
do for a couple hours. But it's gonna pay off. It really is.
Yeah.
So nice. And then they project if I do my shit right and work hard, I could be a manager by mid 2020 and be breaking $1 million by 2021.
Yeah.
The
So
good
I'm
doctor.
like-
Yes.
I'm working my ass off, guys.
Yeah.
The
Trying to
good
get
doctor
shit
in the chat says you sound like you're about to start calling us smooth skins.
Smooth skins.
Yeah, it's a shame that Ditsy's not that Ditsy doesn't typically have her thoughts don't have a gravelly
Right.
voice.
Yeah.
Wait until I get sick. We need to have a specific chapter for me to do while I'm sick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That way I can do the ditzy voice with a terribly sick, gravelly
I think
voice.
I think we
have
I
a
think we've
diseases
got-
chapter that
Do
isn't
we?
out yet.
I'll try to hold off on that one then.
I think that's
When
one
I'm,
of mine.
sick.
Yeah, it is. So it should be
Yeah, 'cause
special.
Because you've written all of yours.
Yeah, I have I have a few left. I won't spoil them for everyone, but I know we have a sickness related chapter that you could provide us.
I've written a few more, so I think I've only got 3 left, not including the ending. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to get Wasteland Survival Guide done this week. My writing part.
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
We have. Oh my
We
god.
have this conversation every single time Vermont is on a podcast, and it never done. So
Yes, but every time it gets a little bit closer to that being true. Okay, you know what, Skywalk? 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I told you to do the chapters for NaNoWriMo, and you didn't. So I
Okay, this is the stable tech method. 2 weeks.
2
Stable
weeks.
tech.
Yeah. See, I'm just waiting.
Bullshit. What do you think, Kelly?
I want you to wrap it up. Yes.
I'm an optimistic person. I'm not gonna cast judgment. We can all do it if we put our minds to it. That's what I say.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm
Did
sorry.
Mo Man get both of his done? I think I have them
Mo
both.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep, he got both of his done. They were individually much
Fucking
longer than...
giant.
They're so
Because-
long.
Oh my! Because he wrote a single really long chapter, something about 3,000, no, over 3,000 words, was the shortened version.
Oh God.
And then we were like, all right, cool, split it into 2, and then the 2 versions are still really short. The problem is, having gone through them, there's nothing actually to be cut out. That's the worst part. Is it's all important.
It's gonna be funny how much it's in stark contrast to even our 2 styles.
Right. So we've got a 2-parter with 2 very long with 2 episodes longer than the usual ones coming up.
Yeah. That'll be
Yay!
something else. So, by the way, speaking Wasteland Survival Guide, are you confirmed for BabsCon? Is this really gonna happen?
BabsCon is clear. I already told my boss that I need a few days off in April, and he's like, all right, cool. Just work your ass off beforehand. So that means working my ass off means I'm working however many days I'm going to have off. So normally I have Sundays off, but the few weeks leading up to BabsCon, I'm not going to have any days off.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it's kind of what I'm doing now. The few weeks leading up to my Christmas vacation, because Lucas and I are going to Kansas to visit his mom. I'm not going to have any days off until the 23rd.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so my last day off was last Sunday, and the next day off is Monday the 23rd when we go to Kansas.
What about you, Vermont?
Okay, so when I get back from my holiday at the end of December, so at that point I will be able to confirm it. I'm going to start the visa application process.
Oof.
But as it currently stands, with my I recently got a new job. I recently went freelance. And I got I got 2 new clients. One we have already discussed to death, which is the porn client.
Vermont is a pimp now.
What?
Yeah. And the other one is just doing writing, editing, and animation for a client for a marketing company who then has a whole bunch of different other clients. Like the first job I did for them, I did like 21-minute animations for Microsoft.
Ooh.
Right, which is really nice for my CV.
Well, Microsoft owns like so many game companies now. That's a good way to worm your way into private division or something.
It was on the Office division, but anyway, so the client pays well, better than my last job. So
That's all that matters.
I'm at least confident enough to say I can afford to make the trip to BabsCon.
Woo!
I just need to start applying for my visa so that I can make sure that that they'll let me into the country.
Woo!
But yeah,
one thing
so
that
people should head down.
I keep forgetting to is we need to actually get a room.
yeah, that is definitely on the docket.
Yeah. So Sky, could you take care of that when you have the chance?
Probably not. Maybe, I don't know, because I also have a family vacation in February, and that went on my credit card. So it's I won't have the cash until like sort of the weekend of.
You shouldn't have to. Because you don't pay for the room up front. You pay for the room when you get there.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we can put that on. But we don't need to go into the monetary logistics on stream.
Yeah, but that's in April.
So
we need to book the room now.
Well, if you and Lucas are guaranteed, and then Vermont is, then yeah, we could split a room for 4. That should be.
Well, yeah, no, that was the plan. Yeah. Lucas was saying that we could just pay for it with his tax return.
Ooh,
and I'm not. That's not the issue.
Tax return.
I'm saying the issue is booking the room because you can book the room and not pay for it up front. It just goes on. You just put a credit card on file. That way they can charge the credit card when you get there.
Do we get any other bonuses now that we're community guests?
Other than the badge, no.
Okay.
Oh shit! I never got one of those. I think it's just you and Needle that.
Oh yeah.
That actually
you might need to email them about that.
I'll just email them.
I didn't have your real. Well, I had your real name, but I didn't have your phone number or something.
He doesn't have a phone number. He's in Africa. They don't have phone numbers.
Oof. Everything's still Cecil Rhodes Telegraph. It's gotta.
I think that'd
be. Yeah.
That'd be kind of funny. My first time going to a pony convention and I go as a community guest. That'd be pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
But honestly, I'd be excited just to actually go to one of these fucking things.
Right.
So, anyone who's planning to who's considering going to BabsCon, one-time deal here. You get to see a very rare panel with me on it. These almost never happen.
I mean, they never happen. You're right.
Yeah, they literally
not almost never happen. They literally never happen.
Oof.
They never happen. This is the first time. It is so infuriating. The one year, I think I was supposed to sit on, I think four panels that I was invited to sit on, and I almost went, and it fell through at the last minute, and I was so pissed.
Oh no!
I was so excited. So many people want to hear me talk about something. Never mind.
It'll definitely be a more lively panel. That's for sure. That'd be a lot of fun. We'll get you sauced up before you go on stage.
Oh, Vermont isn't allowed to leave my side. I will keep him. He will be mine.
That's fine. Me and Lucas will go off, be bros.
We'll be bros. No, I think Lucas wants to stay with Vermont too.
Yeah.
They're pretty gay for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucas is like, actually, a choice in this?
No.
He's like,
you've all seen the picture.
Can you guys hear him?
Vaguely.
Yeah, we
vaguely.
hear him.
He's like, you guys have seen the picture. Vermont won't leave me.
Oof.
It's a picture of Vermont kissing Lucas's profile picture on Twitter.
Oh,
was
yeah.
I kissing it? I thought I was just stroking it. I can't. It's been so long since that picture was taken, though. I can't remember. Well, I just want to pinch his cheeks. I want to pinch his cheeks.
They are pretty chubby.
Right?
Oof.
They're so cute.
They're so cute. Ramon says your cheeks are cute, babe. He's like, shit, I gotta work out.
Oh. By the way, we have a wild Oakheart in the chat who, of course, only shows up during streams she knows she can't appear on. You know, like a great a taunting, siren for good streams, because she always brings in tons of viewers whenever she's on stream, but she just teases us like this.
And we get to argue about being British.
Oh God, yeah,
good.
it's so good.
Oh, so personally, my theory is that Okard is actually flexing, and she's like, so. I know this is a Founderscast, Governor, but what I think is that Skyball's got out me to the chat anyway, and this is me flexing to prove it.
Oh my God. Well, I just got done with all the. By the way, there's a plug. I just got done with all the Terminal Secrets Fallout Equestria Wikia articles, and so of course once I reached Tinned Mint, I didn't write that one, so I'm like, I better re-listen to this to make sure I get everything right. And I forgot how all of Oakheart's dialogue is just the softcore, 10 p.m. porno. So that was really interesting to write down.
Oh God. Tidbit was such a fun episode.
It was.
It's one of my absolute favorites, which bums me out because I wrote so little of it.
I don't know. The overstory. There's a lot of good, meat in there with the fractal and stuff, which I forgot about actually. So it was good that I re-listened to everything.
I mean, yeah, the fractal stuff, obviously, and completely lost my train of thought. Total topic change. Just asking the audience, the chat. Has anyone here been playing Halo Reach on PC?
No.
No.
Oh, boo! But it's finally happened.
Ah!
I have been waiting for this moment for years.
Yeah, literally 9 years for them to put it on their main platform.
Bitch.
Right? I mean, it had something crazy like 100,000 concurrent users on Steam on release.
Oh yeah, it's completely overtaken Steam.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I remember the good old days in college when I was playing Halo Reach, and it probably had the most well put together multiplayer system for a Halo game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I loved the multiplayer for Reach.
All the lessons of Halo 2 and Halo 3 all warmly wrapped together with some of the ideas of ODST. So it was very good.
Yeah.
I'm actually in the multiplayer right now while I'm doing the stream.
Yeah, we know.
I'm playing Minecraft.
I'm 100% focused on you, audience. I'm here to talk with you.
Yeah, same here.
Sorry, audience.
Minecraft.
I'll tell you what, audience. If you super chat us $100, you'll have my undivided attention.
Oh my God.
Not in one like burst.
Yeah, but that one guy. If that one guy is in the chat, he will do it.
Yeah.
Oh yes, that guy.
That he was 100% satisfied.
Just the price of the game, however much the MCC is.
Yeah, what is it for
that
PC?
Seems like a fair price.
I bought the disc for Xbone that crapped itself in 2014.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Well, see, you don't get the Master Chief Collection bundle. You get you can, but the best option is actually to buy them individually, because it's stupidly cheap. I mean, I think in South Africa bucks, it is 79 rand, and the rand is what, 1 to 40.
It's like
14
pesos.
rand to $1.
Yeah.
It's like pesos.
It's cheap. It's $10 or less per game.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Right? Like, they are giving this game away. It is actually.
Damn. I'm going on Steam right now.
And because of the games are being released so so far apart. Like, it's not like you're buying the bundle to save you pennies, like, in bursts across the year. There's no point to it. Just buy each individual piece as it comes.
That's interesting. Yeah, I remember I bought the $5 ODST like DLC for X-Boner Master Chief Collection, but it's yeah, it was enough for me to go back to the soundtrack at the very least. That was really great. Winter Contingency, speaking of the time of year. Go back and listen to that track. That's a classic.
That's a great track.
The entire soundtrack is good. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You can listen.
Halo's soundtrack is. I mean, I remember I was watching. I was looking at some of the behind the scene stuff for Halo 3, and what was really funny was Jason Jones saying, the story wasn't coming up to this point. Oh god, we're gonna have yet another game where we're giving all the credit to Marty O'Donnell.
Yeah.
He does. I heard he does all the heavy lifting. It's like the Star Wars. It's like the Star Wars prequels. It's an all-right story and presentation held up primarily by its music.
Yeah, that's the thing that kills me about the new Star Wars movies the most is it feels like he's just phoning it in, and it kills me because I, as a millennial, I feel like the prequel music is in some ways very like matching the original trilogy soundtrack.
Yeah, I think the prequel trilogy has fantastic music.
Speaking of Star Wars, though.
Yeah?
Have you guys watched The Mandalorian?
You mean the Baby Yoda Variety Hour?
I love
Holy shit, that show
so much.
I love that show so much, but I think the other thing that's great about it is The Mandalorian is giving us great Star Wars music.
It is.
The soundtrack is awesome.
Each like episode is movie quality. Like they use all the same effects that they would. They use all the same makeup. They don't cheap out on anything for The Mandalorian. It's great.
They better not. Disney owns everything these days.
Oh, fucking right.
Right.
Out of curiosity, I was on my Amazon Fire Stick that my mom gave me, and I saw that she happened to have downloaded Disney Plus, and so I tried her password for Netflix, and it worked.
Nice.
So I texted her. I was like, "Hey, Mom, I'm stealing your Disney Plus. I just want to see if I like it, and if I do, then I'm gonna get the one with Hulu attached to it too." And she goes, "Oh, we have Hulu. Here's the Hulu password. Here's my Hulu." It's like, okay, Mom. I mean, twist my arm, why don't you?
I mean, really, it's weird because I also started recently playing Jedi Fallen Order, which I think a game which I absolutely trashed back when we did our E3 podcast. I actually think I recall making Skybolt bring up the E3 demo, talking about the stuff I hated.
Yeah, at least his pants shit animation wasn't as bad as Mass Effect Andromeda.
Look, I still hate the animation of the game so much, but I actually have to apologize because that game is so much fun. Holy shit, I had so much fun with that game.
Ooh, a super chat from the Good Doctor. Captain's Log, December 3rd, 2019. 9 years. 9 long years. That's how long it took us to get Halo Reach back.
Nice.
I like how it's $9.99. Like,
yeah.
one small game is $9.99. You can get Skybolt to read a Captain's Log.
Yeah.
Buy now.
I'll give you my Captain's Log.
Oh God.
Oh no.
That's gay.
Hey, $10 is $10.
Look out, everybody! Chilling.
Yeah. So it's it's. What were we talking about? The Star Wars game. Yeah, I'm getting that for Christmas too.
Fallen Order. Fallen Order. It was. Look, again, I still say the animations are shite. Well, not shite, but there's a lot of really dodgy ones, and a lot of blending that is unacceptable in a game like this.
I sort of think of it as the great trade-off of, like, to get a halfway decent story in a Star Wars game, you have to, it's the law of equivalent exchange. Whatever keeps DICE, 5 meters away from the production building.
Yeah, and the story was actually surprisingly good. Nothing mind-blowing, but nothing terrible like Battlefront 2 or something like that.
Oof. Battlefront 2 was such a uniquely bad launch in terms of PR. Like, I like measuring, just by the memes that people create about something, and it's like, oh my god, Battlefront 2 hit all the wrong nerves on everyone.
I'm being touched in all the wrong places. Somebody help.
I mean, Shane, DICE is probably one of those companies that really suffered this decade. Since the popular thing to do in the last few weeks is to round up the decade as a whole.
Yeah, I was gonna say, some people are voting on like best meme of the decade and things like that. That probably is a good thing to talk about.
Yeah, I did recently I did a list of sort of like my personal games of the year for every year of the decade. Obviously, by year they released, not by the year I played them.
Yeah. Game of the decade, New Vegas, bitch! Woo! September 2010.
I had New Vegas down as my best for that for the year it came out. Definitely, like.
How about we talk about our favorite moment in EAST Corp?
Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
Best EAST Corp moment of the decade.
Of the decade, that's right.
Of the decade.
Of our entire decade-long existence.
Granted, we haven't been around for a decade, but still.
Still, it was all in the decade. You cannot talk about any EAST Corp moment that occurred before 2010 or after 2020.
Here, you want to hear my favorite moment?
Do it.
By Deppel.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Oh no! Don't do this to me.
By Deppel?
By Deppel. So, okay, so Vermont and I were going over one of the...
An untypical script.
Yeah, one of the untypical scripts. And we're reading it, and I look at a word, and I'm like, by Deppel. What the fuck? Vermont, is that supposed to be bipedal? He's like, yeah, that is bipedal. And I said, Vermont, how do you spell bipedal? And he goes, B-I-D-E. Wait.
Oh.
Like, he says it like so matter of fact, like, fuck you, Needle, I'm gonna show you up. I know exactly how this is spelled. B-I-D-E.
It was a less distic moment. I understand.
It was so funny because he just like kept going, like he knew he was gonna show me up. Like, Needle's just being a bitch right now. Fucking like, wait.
Hey, you gotta be confident, because even if you're wrong, you just run with it until enough people believe you.
I'm gonna give him that because he doubled down. Like, he did not give up. He doubled down like he was right.
Oof.
Only to stop and be like, shit.
Yeah, there was that moment of realization. I mean, I possibly could have just continued. Just been like, no, fuck it. This is how it's spelled.
I guess if we're starting with conversations, one of my favorite moments was, I don't even know what we were talking about, but then in the old Skype chat when Kelly started posting the thrusting monkeys or whatever.
How the hell did that come up?
And we just started talking about that for like an hour.
I swear you guys just went, like, just gave it to me, just went, he looks like this. No, I think someone just went, this is what I think he looks like in real life. And it's just stuck.
Yeah, because Kelly doesn't have an avatar, so we've just been making up avatars.
No, he just has blackjack in a David Tennant shirt.
That was my favorite thing. Yeah, when we were making the art, and Sancho was like, "Okay, what do I make for Kelly?" And I'm like, "Well, he has a blackjack avatar." But he's British. So let's...
I don't remember like what the context was, but Kelly just started sending, I showed you my pee-pee, now answer me.
Yes.
And, like, pictures through his pants, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't remember that. I fucking did it.
You literally took a picture of your finger through your fly.
Oh,
Yes.
Like, my dick is about this big, and we're like, what the fuck?
What was that? The same episode where you talked about your dream with the cookie dough?
Probably.
You shoved it up your butt because you thought it would save you.
Yeah.
If you haven't bought anti-buggering brand cookie dough from Tesco, I don't even know.
Don't worry, I'm away from him now. I haven't seen Mr. Richardson for a good 5 years. So
Mr. Richardson.
I'm safe. I'm safe for now. Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. He was a creepy guy. I met up with 2 guys from secondary school on Friday. And like literally, he was like, "Do you remember Mr. Richardson?" Oh my god, he was such a paedophile. I'm like,
"Yes, your weird dream." Be like, "Yeah, I had this weird dream about Mr. Richardson the other day."
No, I don't tell too many people about that.
Except our international broadcast audience.
Yeah. I won't tell 2 people from school, but I'll tell like 200 people that watch this.
Yeah, but they're different.
They are different. Yeah. To be honest, I think I trust the
people.
200 people that watch this more than the people I know in real life. So
Hell yeah.
The people I went to school with, because it would be
internet friends are the best friends.
Yeah.
I trust chat. Chat gives us money.
Yeah, chat gives us money. Yeah. We are legally obligated to say we like you, but
Okay, I have my favorite EAST Corp moment of the decade. Hang on, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna load this up. This might come in very loud.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Hang on.
Get my finger on the volume dial.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if it plays.
Well, citizen to the first Corp Break Room podcast.
It was such a cathartic moment of release.
Yeah.
It's like the last episode of Samurai Jack, of just that letting go. No more stable tech.
I'd say that's been my favorite. That's still been my favorite moment, which is unfortunate because it means we peaked right from the beginning and it's been downhill from.
Oh no!
I like the crickets in the background too. It colors it colors everything.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember that. That was like so iconic. You're in the cool and you can just hear the crickets going.
We were so fucking happy. So those 3-4 days we were spending just porting all of our videos over onto the new channel, and like it gave me an opportunity to fix the error in the original Get Happy video. I made a graphical error that I was finally able to fix with the re-release. Oh man.
So who else has got us? Sky's given his, Neil's given hers. Kelly, have you given yours?
I don't know if I have one. Like literally
you
just
gave the hip thrusting monkey.
Yeah. No, it's literally just everything's good about EAST Corp. Let's be honest.
How about that podcast where we started off and Kelly immediately kicked off the Ugandan Knuckles meme? That was pretty great. Was that almost 2 years ago now? Where we're just like, hey, we got everyone together again. And Kelly's like, this is the way.
Oh, God. Yeah, because I remember that was Kelly's Skype avatar.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
Lucas and I were watching The Mandalorian, right? And you know how they say, this is the way?
This is the way. This is the way.
That I yelled, they know the way!
Yep, the Mandalorians seem to know the way, because they keep saying... That is also a show that has built itself on characters repeating lines all the time. Like, especially if you go into our right now, the amount of times you'll see a thread where it's just 10 people who have posted, this is the way, or almost every long message is ended with I have spoken.
At least it's not the Darth Plagueis copy pasta anymore.
Oh God,
those really drag.
Although speaking of the Darth Plagueis copy pasta, so I don't know why it happened, but it popped up on my YouTube my feed. Was our place.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And so I clicked on the video about it, and then I just couldn't help but laugh at prequel memes who put the entirety of Darth Plagueis the Wise on there, pixel by pixel.
That's dedication. Yeah, that was a fun video. When just getting a group of people together to do something on the internet can have great results.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean,
there's a lot of pony stuff for sure. That was at the peak of Bronydom in 2013.
There's a really big dash. I think there was a Pinkie Pie there for a while. Try to think, but I don't remember too many of the pony things on there. But the dash was the biggest, the one in the shape of a heart.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you had the void and the blue corner and a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. They should do it again. We should make a little EAST Corp logo and pray we don't get overtaken by literally everything else.
Right.
EAST Corp fans, try your best. We believe in you. So, we should... Where's the chat cut out?
What?
No, never mind. I still hear you. Sorry, everything went really silent.
Yeah, because people stopped talking.
You know, so when we get... If we manage to get as many of us at BabsCon as possible, we have to do a video podcast episode.
We have to anyway, just because like BabsCon wants us to.
True, but I mean one for us.
We have to anyway, because BabsCon wants us to.
Oh, they want us to do one specific... Oh, shit, okay. See, I'm not privy to all of the details on that one. I remember...
Just go look at the email, you goof.
I don't want to. I want it spoon-fed to me.
Nobody's gonna spoon-feed you, Vermont. You're a grown man.
I am not a grown man.
Who just got his license.
Yes, I did. I got my driver's license this week.
Nice.
I am 24 years old. I just got my driver's license.
Hey, it's never too late.
Driving age different there?
The driving... So, at 16, you're allowed to get your learner's license, and at 18, you get your license.
Oh. Yeah, that's
Is it the
here.
same there, or...?
No, it's 14 or 15, depending on the state, for your learner's permit, and then it's 16 for your driver's license.
What the fuck? So you guys are willing to put your 16-year-old on the road, but you got to be 21 to drink?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the liquor laws are stupid.
You also can be 18 to enlist in the military, but you still need to be 21 to drink. Regardless.
And you can't even drink on boats either. That was a big contention between the British and American navies in the big wars. It's like, what the fuck? You can't get sauce on board? That's ridiculous.
But it's international waters. Why else would you join the Navy?
for the rampant you gotta hang out with the bros.
My dad was in the Navy. Though he was that was because of conscription.
Oh yeah, that's something else entirely. Go down in the small metal hole with a bunch of the best dudes. Best dudes you can hang out with.
Pretty gay.
Absolutely straight, just like JoJo's adventure. The Good Doctor says, yeah, it's time to bury the dead memes of the decade. I don't know. It's most memes bury themselves. I feel like the lasting ones are the ones that keep evolving. It's like the great Darwinian, the natural selection of memes. Like Doge. Doge has grown just bigger and bigger as time goes on.
Yeah. Somehow the Drake meme is still present without having changed at all.
Which Drake meme?
The
Hotline Bling one?
I don't. Is that what it's called?
Where he's like looking at something and then he's pointing thing?
No, the one where he's like looking away from it like, nah, man.
Yes, that's the Hotline Bling one. That's literally what I just said.
Oh, that's that. Oh, okay.
I didn't know the name of it either.
It's from the music video Hotline Bling.
Oh, I don't listen to Drake.
On my cell phone.
Yes, I don't.
I know what you mean.
The Filthy Frank version is better anyway, where he's pink in the car, and then there's what's his name, Sam Jackson from the Marvel movies.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so like that's pretty much gone untouched for a couple years. I think it might be one of the oldest. But other than most memes just do inherently die after a few. It's why it's why YouTube Rewind always, well, one of the reasons why it always fails every year is that if you make a video partially based off of the memes of the year, they're going to be so old.
I just think if she wanted to rip off the the WatchMojo.com so badly, they should have just gotten the WatchMojo voice girl, like, welcome to YouTube.com, and here are your top 10 YouTube moments of 2019.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god!
And,
Okay,
but
guys,
then then you hard cut, and it's Chills reading the numbers. Number 10. Number 10, Black Griffin talking about stuff.
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to see Black Griffin in there, though.
That was really
He
cool.
creeps me
I'm happy
out.
for him.
You say he creeps you out?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's a
Why?
creepy
I don't know.
guy.
It's just his attitude when he's on camera. He's just got like a really smug smile.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, he's not much better in person.
Oof.
Yeah.
Is it?
There you go.
No, he's not much better in person. I
Bam.
think part of it is the brony fandom has gotten to his head. The other part is Michelle Kraber's mom is insane.
Right.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask. They've had a weirdly close relationship for a long time. Like, what's going on there?
I mean, they say that nothing is going on, but, you know, I really
Creepy.
don't know. Especially since Black Griffin got his Canadian citizenship for one reason or another. Like,
But like,
I don't know. Lucas, do you know anything about that?
what?
About Black Griffin and Michelle?
Like what?
Like, is there anything going on? Do you know if any?
He doesn't live.
Oh, he doesn't live in Canada anymore?
Well,
She is 18 now, at least.
she is 18.
She's fair game now.
Griffin was asexual from the start. He was
Oh, so Black
just
Griffin's
very blatant.
asexual.
Oh!
Oh,
Well, I mean,
okay.
that doesn't mean he's not aromantic.
You hear it in the memoirs from Michelle's mom. They were like brother and sister. Started.
Oh, they're like brother and sister, I guess.
Okay.
Michelle's mom groomed Blake into their family.
Oh my god.
Did you hear
Still
that?
don't trust it though.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a long story. Got a lot of,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's weird.
but yeah, there's nothing between the two. They're more brothers.
Speaking of the CMC, can we talk about how in what that last episode where they become adults for like the episode, how like how the kind of makeup they put on Sweetie Belle, like they made her even more like romantic looking than even a lot of like the adult versions of that like fan artists. I don't know, it was something they did with the eyes. They like added way more like I don't know.
The shape was weird. The shape was a bit weird.
Yeah, it was
I
like that's
really-
permanent bedroom eyes.
Yeah.
That growing up is hard to do episode was really good.
It was.
Yeah.
All for
Yeah.
Sweetie Belle
Like
scenes.
those last 3-4 episodes, not counting before we got to the series finale, there were some real bangers in the series.
I still haven't
'cause I
finished
think-
everything.
Bad Needle.
Only because I
Stop
don't have
working.
the fucking time.
No, what is this work thing you're doing? Ponies
Huh?
before work. Ponies is work.
Ponies before
God, I
everything.
wish ponies were my work, but you guys don't pay me enough, so.
Oh.
Shots fired.
Well, clearly
Well,
you
we could
need to
pay
get
you for-
better at bank fraud.
What? One more time?
Oh, I said clearly you need to get better at bank fraud because that's how we're all getting paid.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Yeah.
Terrible at bank fraud, guys, because I used to work at a bank.
That should make you better at bank fraud, because you know all the ways in
Don't
and out.
overthink
Yeah.
it. Don't overthink it. It's fine.
Don't overthink the bank fraud. Just do it.
The key, at least according to that one terrible movie from a while ago, is to just build your own little secret house inside of the bank vault, and then you just stroll out one day after you grab everything.
What movie are you
my God.
talking
It's the
about? That had
stupidest fucking premise ever.
Because that's stupid.
What movie
That's
is
really
that?
dumb.
I'm trying to remember what it was called, but it was like they put on this really big, like, dramatized bank heist, and the entire time over, like, the hostage situation, the guy is building, like, a false wall in the bank vault so he could, like, and like, digging a latrine hole and everything, just so he could, like, pop out it, like, way after the actual situation's over with, and, like, leave through the bank vault with money, and I'm like, no, there would be all these cameras on the vault regardless, so they're gonna see some random guy fucking, oh yeah, his way through a bank wall and just start grabbing shit. That's so dumb. Inside Job, I think it was called.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, because I want to say that the guy was like a famous actor man, like Gerard Butler or something.
We have a question in the chat, Sky.
It's from Viviparius. You have made several songs about Fallout of Equestria. Would you object to me including some on a New Vegas radio mod available for download? No, use all you want. It's whatever gets the music out there, man. That's what I'm happy about. Because then the few people who like it will come seek it out usually. Just if you could put my name in the credits or something, I'd appreciate it.
We have a guy who's like doing one for Fallout 4.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a year or two ago, right? That was ages.
I remember that. Yeah.
Does anyone else remember that guy that was like making a website for us?
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
Still just
No, we got like the guy that's doing a proper website for us, but then there was a guy before it, and it was like, oh no, was that the same guy?
Same
And
guy.
then he
I think it
just
was the same
transitioned
guy.
to doing it for us. No, I remember now. Because it was this guy.
I was trying to remember
Tony?
the long list of guys.
Oh my god, yeah, no, oh my god, he's literally like on one of my, he's on Skype there with,
Linux.
because I don't talk on Skype, so he's like literally
Yeah, I
there.
think it was Linux.
It was Linux.
No, there was, because he's doing it properly for us. I don't know if
Doing it properly for us.
I won't say it just because I don't want to be like, what was it, blackmailing him, but that's his name. Anyone? Oh, it's not coming through. Don't know why the message isn't going through.
Where'd you post it?
Yeah, in God channel, but it's grayed out. It's failed to send. What the hell? Retry. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Like so long ago, and it was so weird.
I don't know who
I
that
mean,
is.
trying to remember shit over the last 3 years is its own, like, goddamn.
Yeah, I just focus on the next project on my to-do list.
Yeah.
It's all about the content train, baby. Can't stop. Won't stop.
Woo, woo. People keep telling me to take a vacation, to take a break. Then I just bring the work with me.
Yeah, that's the hard part about work for me is, like, I try to maximize my weekend, like, production time, but at the same time, it's like I have to relax from work. So, it's
Well, that's always
never
one of-
sleeps.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I will during BabsCon. I will still be partially working
Woo!
because part of my
Nice.
job, like legit, part of my job, calling and checking up on customers who bought the product. So
Holy
I'll be
shit.
doing that throughout the week. Just hold on, guys. I gotta call this guy and gotta do this thing. I'm sorry.
Could you imagine
Please do
making
it
the
in the middle of
call
a
and there's, like, thrusting, like, brony EDM music in the background, like fucking Tombstone or something? Like, what is that behind you?
I just don't understand. How do you feel about your services so far? Is there anything I can do to help you? Thank you.
Discord,
Please.
you're hiding at the moon.
Please do it in the middle of the panel
Oh my god.
while we get
Guys,
the
be quiet. Hello, this is Kim. How can I help you? Oh my god.
You hold up your phone. So we'll train the panel audience. Be like, all right, cool. Panel. When we finish counting to 3, we want all of you at once to say, "Hello, this is Kim. How can I help The
Oh,
needle makes the
God.
phone, holds up the phone, and you just hear, "Oh, it's not a home penis."
Oh God.
We
I
will
think I'd lose customers. Which
yeah,
is
but I get fired. That's a great one.
no. So the thing is, if I get fired, I get permanently banned from not only the company I'm working with, but all of the clients that we work with.
Woo!
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so Needle,
No.
please don't fuck up.
I'd rather not get fired for something stupid. Because
All
like
right, so
I said, if I get into ownership position, I can break 1 million by 2021. So
Damn. Speaking of, not the million part, the getting a whole bunch of people to do a thing. So back when I was in 8th grade, one of the matrics, the last year of high school, I don't know what you guys call it, but so one of our prefects was got all of the grade 8s around him. And he's like, "All right, guys, get out your phones. I'm giving you my girlfriend's phone number.
why?
It is the matric dance. It is the our equivalent to prom, I suppose. You are all going to type in these words. Katie, or I can't remember what her name was, blah, blah, blah. Will you go to the matric dance with me? Love, Carl." We all type it out. He says, "Right. 3, 2, 1, send." Now, there were 142 of us.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Her
I
poor
never found
phone.
out, right? I never found out what happened on the far side of that. I just loved that so much.
What happened is she had to change her number because now like everyone in the school had it.
Yeah.
Well, everyone at a different school, because I went to an all-boys school.
That's even worse.
Right.
So wait, did she go to prom with him though?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Or did she get so annoyed that she broke up with him?
Or
'Cause
one of the guys he gave his number to, like, out-chatted him, basically.
Oh, yeah. Someone
changed the
5 years
name
younger.
from Carl to his name.
Yeah. Hey, babe, how you doing?
Hey, baby, how you doing? You want to go to prom with a real man?
This fucking nerd guy got everyone to text you, so now I got your number. What's up?
Oh, what's up, baby? How you doing?
Yeah, in hindsight, there were probably some issues with that shit.
Yeah, that's a really not good idea.
Like,
It was
you're in
funny in
America?
the moment.
It is funny in the same way, like, you know, very, like, sitcom things are funny. But it's
Here in
like,
America, it's really weird because when boys ask girl to prom, it's like they're asking them to marry them.
Seriously?
Seriously. So, like, they'll do this whole big thing, like, they'll get a big sign that says, like, prom, and they'll get down on one corsage and hold it out to the girl that they want to go to prom with, and, like, the girl cries,
Even if
and it's crazy.
Even if the guy and the girl are already dating.
Yep.
it's like the
shit.
courtship formality. You know, the girls like the song and dance.
Yep.
Damn,
So, when I was asked to prom, like, it was by one of my best friends. He's just like, "Hey, man, you want to go to prom together since we both don't have a date?" I'm like, "Fuck it, let's go to prom together. Sounds great." So we went to prom together and hung out. Great. Like, but I had some friends who were like, "Yeah, my boyfriend, he got down on one knee and he got me a necklace. And it's so pretty." Or, "My
What?
boyfriend got down on one knee with, like, a bouquet of, like, and I'm like, "What are you guys getting married? Like, we're 15. What the fuck? That's
Right?
weird.
I-
Why do you not think that's
like-
weird?"
I just, if I recall, I think I just remember sending a text message to my girlfriend at the time saying, "Okay, cool, matric dance is on this date. Send." That was it.
No, thank you. We're good. Thanks.
See, this like connects directly to my channel because my senior prom, that was the first song I rewrote. I rewrote the "Don't You Forget About Me" to ask her to prom.
Don't you?
Oh.
Yeah, I re-recorded it. It's one of the earlier videos on my channel in like 2013. But yeah, I rewrote that, and that's what got me interested in the rewriting of lyrics as a thing.
See,
It's
it all
fucking
comes back. Right.
It's very origin story.
It's
Skyfall's origin story.
I mean, it worked because then we dated for a while after that, so that was good.
Oh,
but
okay, yeah.
You gotta turn that music into something magical.
Turn it into something magical.
Super magical. Like, so magical, you're pooping rainbows. Yay, ankle brace! I'm old, guys.
Guess what's returned? So guess what I'm dealing with again?
What?
Guess who's back again.
The rolling blackouts.
Oh no! Really?
Yep, every day for the last 3 or 4 days so far, they reintroduced load shedding.
Oh my
we
god!
We are currently.
Bye, boys. Make good choices.
Bye. We will not.
No, not you.
Okay, I was sad.
Lucas's brother Cam just showed up to take Lucas to like a family gathering or something that they didn't tell him about until this morning.
Sweet.
I thought we were gonna have an unexpected goodbye needle, and I was like, oh.
No, it's Cam and Lucas. They just took off, so I was like, bye, boys. Make good choices.
Running blackouts are back. We've been hit. So today we got hit for about 4.5 hours in the middle of the day. So my one friend and I, we realized we're trying to figure out what we're going to do. None of the movies that are out, because we've seen them all. Eventually, as a pure joke, I say, "Oh, we can always go to the casino, like half an hour away. Neither of us have ever been gambling." And he stops, and he's like, "Okay, I know you said that as a joke, but what if?"
And so anyway, that's why Vermont's broke.
No, so we figure, all right, cool, we haven't done. Neither of us have ever been gambling before. It's like one of the last few adult things that we have done. So we held off. On the way there, okay, I'm going to skip that part of the story, get to the actual meat of it.
Okay.
We get there, we get our lunch, we start walking toward the casino floor, and then we stop. And the arcade is to our right.
Oh my gosh.
And we think, all right, let's just go in for a little bit. You know, let's just go in. Now, he accidentally sticks his bank card into the token machine and doesn't read the sign on the right that says if you stick your bank card in here, it will charge you for 50 tokens, which is about 100 rand, which is about $8, which is a fuckload here. That's a fuckload. So we're like, oh, okay, cool. That was all that you were planning to use. I guess so we figured, all right, we'll just do this, then we'll head to the casino floor after that. Nope. 2.5 hours later, we're like, nope. We arcade and suites. Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a great way to spend your day. Like,
oh my god, it was so much fun. It was so much more fun. But I just love the hilarity of it that we went out to cross off this on our list. We were like, fuck that shit. We're gonna go to the arcade. We're gonna finish House of the Dead.
See, the great thing about casinos is restaurants.
Awesome.
Like, especially in Vegas, every like buffet in the casino is like uniquely good in its own way. Still, one of my favorites from the number of times I've been to Vegas is in the Planet Hollywood Casino. They've got this great mall called the Miracle Mile. It's like a giant ring mall with a false sky and everything. But in the actual casino proper, you have to walk by the stripper poles. But eventually you get to the buffet called the Spice Market, and that is a really good buffet. It's got like a flavors of all the world kind of theme, so you can go over to like the like Middle Eastern food, and then go over to Indian food, and then Latino.
Nice.
And it's really great selection, super good. And they also have dim sum, like classical Cantonese dim sum, and that was amazing.
Oh, that does sound nice.
So I'm gonna tell you guys a fun fact. Did you
Tell
know?
us a fun fact.
Sky probably will be more privy to this one because it's a California state fact. Time frame was David Hasselhoff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then the other, so have you guys seen Step Brothers?
Yes.
Nah.
You know the guy who goes pow pow?
Yeah.
He is the current mayor.
Oh my gosh.
And they have celebrities as their mayor because this town is a complete joke.
It's
But
Funner California.
Right, I only know this because my company like they have a party every holiday season, right? And this year the holiday party is being held at Funner California. So my boss is all telling us all of these fun facts about Funner, and he's like, yeah, up in David Hasselhoff was the mayor, and I'm like, you're full of bullshit. What the fuck? No, it's not. What? And so I looked it up, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's actually something very like not many people know, but almost all California towns are charter cities, including the capital. So it's just unique that they're all set up under this like unique system. So that you could do stuff like California City or Funner or whatever. I still think, though, the best story like that, though, is in Vegas, in Nevada, where the mob didn't want to pay local city taxes, so they carved out the Las Vegas Strip as an unincorporated Paradise, Nevada. So it's one level of taxation they don't have to pay, being outside of Las Vegas proper.
Okay, so I did tell you another story about something that happened today. Okay, so we're driving. We're on our way to the casino, and I've never driven out that far before. I have my license. I wanna drive us. But it is pouring with rain.
Yeah.
It is pouring so much that the water has filled up all the potholes.
Oh.
Which means that you cannot tell where the potholes are. They look like just a part of the road.
Yeah.
So there's me going at 80, bang into a pothole.
Oh no.
Now we get out, we pull out next to a pub, get out to inspect the car. Tire's fine, wheel is fine, thank God. My front fender has been knocked loose, and will now need. And thank God that I just got my license, because that means that my insurance is going to cost me less. Timing of that's fantastic. Big problem. This is all very shitty. So worried about my car. Stand up, turn around, look at the pub behind us. The pub is named Murphy's Law Bar and Grill.
Oh my God.
The gods laugh at your situation.
I looked at that. That was bullshit. That right there.
Maybe they're the ones who carved out the potholes.
Oh my
Right?
God.
Now you have to go inside and buy some food while you wait for your car to
And then,
tow.
fun fact, they also have a mechanic in the back. Oh, you got a pothole? Oh, that's crazy, man. We didn't even know it was there. Hey, by the way, we do have a mechanic in the back. What? Why do you have a mechanic in the back? Oh, you know,
Just
you
in
never know.
case.
This sounds genius.
Oh man, universe had a fucking laugh at me. Although that's great though, because it means that I get to steal a story of some sort in the eventual future, because I can't not use that.
Yeah, I know. If it happened for real, then using it in a story, it's like, what do you want to say? This really happened.
Right.
It's one of those, like, what do you expect kind of moments.
Exactly.
Everyone knows it's Butters.
That's me.
One of the best South Park Butters episodes by far is the parody of Catcher in the Rye, where Butters, like, the boys write this really super edgy story just to, like, get a rise out of the community, and then they have this weird, like, deep, like Catcher in the Rye. They think it's the super, like, important book, and it's telling all these really complex ideas, and the boys are like, we just wrote it to piss them off, but then they blame Butters, thinking they were about to get in trouble. So now Butters is like this genius author. And so then he actually writes the sequel himself, and it's Butters. So he writes it like the poo that took a pee, or like very childish. But then the people just run with that too, and they think like this is him going back to his roots.
I remember that.
And the ending is even more amazing, so you just gotta seek out that episode.
Yeah, that's such
Kill
a
the
good
phonies.
Kill John Lennon. Kill John
One of my
Lennon.
favorite
John
episodes
Lennon
is
dead, Butters.
one of my favorite episodes has to be the pot episode where Randy like builds his own weed shop. And he goes, everyone knows that sometimes you just need to relax. And it's like this like infomercial that's super chill. You guys remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
I just love the name of it, which is the Tegrity. China needs some Tegrity.
Everybody
Although-
needs some Tegrity in their life. It's funny
That
because
being
like
said,
when I lived in Portland, a couple of the shops when that happened were actually selling Tegrity weed.
Oh my god.
I think that being said, like, so I started watching the most recent season of South Park, and just the integrity stuff eventually just wore me down. And by eventually, I mean 2 episodes into the most recent season.
Oh yeah.
I think I probably wouldn't have worn me down so much if they didn't like change the South Park intro theme to be Tegrity. It was too much.
Tegrity.
Yeah, I've only watched on and off the last couple of years. A lot more than I've watched the recent Simpsons, but still.
Dude, they have all of the Simpsons on Disney Plus.
Can you
Yeah, but it's
believe
in the
that?
wrong-
All of the jokes
It's in
they
the wrong
made.
aspect ratio.
Can you believe that too? Yeah, fucking it's so stupid. Like, come on. It is made for a certain ratio, and there's a reason for it. You can't just crop it.
I've
Exactly.
been watching all of them like nobody's business. I love The Simpsons.
90s Simpsons was such a like perfect show for its era. It is really something else.
Like, that show used to be really good. Although that being said, so I was like a lot of people. I was really, really annoyed when they won the Emmy for for Outstanding Animated Series this year, because they beat that one episode of BoJack Horseman, which was just like a 26-minute monologue about his mother.
That's probably why.
Like, genuinely incredible episode about coming to terms you did not like at all. But so I went and watched the Simpsons episode that beat it, because I wanted to see, all right, cool, what did the Simpsons pull out with this? Oh god, that show has really, really taken a dive. Like, I know everyone already knows that the Simpsons got bad, but like, have you watched it recently?
No.
It's worse than it's worse than we think.
Yeah, I
So
used
a
to
lot of
watch
the
like the Halloween, the Treehouse of Horrors, but then after like 2007 or like somewhere in there, like late 2000s, it was an episode so bad I was like, like my skin started to crawl, and I started to have that feeling of like, now this is affecting how much I liked the old stuff, which I know is irrational, but it's like it's an animal brain kind of thing, so I had to turn it off.
So a lot of the reason why The Simpsons like won out from BoJack is because BoJack is still towards a pretty limited audience. Like anybody who has a Netflix account, not everybody has a Netflix account. So even though BoJack is backed by Netflix, The Simpsons still has more money because they're backed by Fox, which is backed by Disney. So
Very
the
true.
Emmys and the Grammys and everything are literally just who has the most money contest. It's not quality, it's just who is able to bribe the most people to vote for whatever.
Exactly, which is a shame because it is 100% a shame to see that. But to be fair, the Emmys are kind of a joke.
Sounds like they need some integrity.
Most award shows tend to be jokes, but Although it is going to be very funny to see the next Oscars, where 90% of the films in the animated category are all they're going to be Disney. Like, it's going to be Disney v Disney v Disney v Disney.
It's so
regardless,
awful.
Disney wins.
Yeah, Disney wins and we all lose. How did it take them, fucking 5 years to finally give Dave Filoni something beyond, like an animated show? Like, he should have been the, what's his name, of Marvel from, like, the start. He had to assemble the holocron into a series, and that's what was so amazing about the Clone Wars, is he dissolved all of the extant expanded universe into a cohesive narrative. It brought in, like, the world with the Darth Maul people, where they're, like, they're all Sith benders, and the whole, like, Mandalore arc with fucking Duchess Satine, rest in potatoes.
Satine was great.
Potatoes.
Like, if you ever thought if someone ever told young you that, like, hey, one day you're going to watch an arc about Obi-Wan's ex-girlfriend, and you're going to fucking love it.
It is the best romance in Star Wars by far. It's nearly Shakespearean in its execution and framing.
Right? Like, that whole arc from Mandalore to Darth Maul and Obi-Wan
Kelly,
is
do you know
done.
what they're talking about? Because I don't.
It's everything
So
that
well.
Lucas wanted the prequels to be, but Dave Filoni actually made real.
Although, to be fair, Dave Filoni isn't infallible. He did then go on to make Rebels, which was just hard garbage.
I'm going to take the under the auspice that he had a lot of hard direction from above.
Agreed. Because, like, there are points in Rebels which shows that he still clearly has had really good ideas of what he was doing, and clearly that shows because he directed the first episode of The Mandalorian, and it is amazing.
Yeah, isn't he one of the, like, he's one of the story leads, right? I know he's not, I know they're, like, revolving directors, but I think he's, like, story group.
So he's one of the executive producers, him and Jon Favreau, and then he's directed an episode.
Jon Favreau is just a talented man.
Although he did also then go on to make Lion King, so...
Yeah, he was the reason that the first Iron Man worked. Yeah, Favreau was a weird guy. Like, sometimes he has really great stuff, and sometimes, nope. But,
But Neil is right. He is a very talented person.
For $2 from Roy Mustang, rip free churro, and she said, I see you. What?
That's the episode of BoJack that was nominated for an Emmy was called Free Churro.
Oh. I would love the churro right now.
Dude, churros are so
It's sort of like the idea is that he's like just on his way to his mother's funeral, he stops at a Jack in the Box, and the chick there is asking him, like, hey, are you having an awesome day? No, my mom died. And she offers, as consolation, she offers him a free churro. Which results in some absolutely fantastic moments. So he sort of gets to the end, realizes his mother didn't. This moment of connection he thought he had with his mother before she died was a lie, and he sort of stops and he's like, "My mom died, and all I got was this free churro."
Oh,
it's such a good episode. The writing in that show is unbelievable. It really is.
Speaking of churros, one of the best churros I ever had was at the California State Fair, and it was this vendor. They were like kind of shorter churros, and the reason for that is that they were filled with different creams or whatever. And so there was one that was like a custard, and one that was like a cream and a banana cream, and it was just really good. So I just wanted to say that.
I had a few friends actually who came and visited in October, and we decided to go to Universal for their Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I've ever told you guys, I don't do haunted houses. I don't do, like, I love horror movies and stories. I love them. I love to. Great. But there's something that I just can't do a disconnect whenever I'm watching or whenever I'm doing a haunted house, right?
Yeah.
So my brain thinks it's all the same thing. My brain thinks I'm legitimately a jerk. So I never do haunted houses. But a bunch of my friends wanted to go to Halloween Horror Nights. Wanted to go do the Ghostbusters, haunted house, and I was like, oh yeah, that actually really good because they made it just like the first movie, right?
Oh, cool.
So I was like, yeah, that sounds super cool. Like, let's go to the Halloween Horror Nights. And the moment you walk in, there are people chasing you with chainsaws and knives, guns, and this thing that looks like the Grudge running around on these 20-foot stilts, so it's super tall, and it's booking it at you like some creature out of fucking hell.
Oh, dang.
It was terrifying. Okay? And we went through the, we got through the part where they scare you, and then we got to, like, their Throwback Thursday thing, which was really cool, because they had this cover band playing, and there's this, like, Beetlejuice actor walking around, and it's fantastic.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. And then you get to the part where they do all the haunted houses again, and it starts to get scary again because people are chasing you around with chainsaws. So I put on noise-canceling headphones and put my head down. Because I was freaking out because people were coming up next to me with chainsaws right in my face.
Yeah.
And I was like having mild panic attacks, right? And we go through the Ghostbusters haunted house, and it wasn't too bad. Like, there were a couple of little scares that got me, but mostly creatures from the actual movie, so it was fine. And then we get to the part where all of the Ghostbusters are, like, taking down the Stay Puft Man.
Yeah.
And the room smells like marshmallows.
Oh, that sounds great.
And I was like, oh, this is really nice. Okay, this isn't too bad. And we finish up that haunted house, and we decide to do Wolfman versus Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And the first room in there is like this gypsy room where this guy is like got his face torn open, and he's kind of moving around a little bit like he's possessed or something, and then gypsy, and they're like telling his fortune, like there's going to be a great battle, blah, 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 kind of thing. And
I kind of want that as my texting tone. Needle going bad.
There is going to be a great battle. And you keep walking, and most of the second room is this guy who's like giving you a warning, like be careful. And he's got this giant gash in his face, like he was sliced open by the Wolfman, and he's showing you his giant gash. And I was like, oh no, you're hurt. Do you need a Band-Aid? And I pull out a My Little Pony Band-Aid that was in because I was really uncomfortable. Like, I was like, oh no, something is gonna pop out at me, and I know this will be scary, but do you need a Band-Aid? And I gave him a Band-Aid, and he just kind of looks at it and, like, stays in character, so bless this man who was able to stay in character.
And then at the very end, Dan Aykroyd shows up and gives you some Crystal Skull vodka, and everything works out in the end.
And then, I put my head down again, because I'm, like, freaking out and, like, trying not to have a panic attack. And I hear this scene where, like, there's, like, this movie reel playing, and it's, like, Wolfman versus Frankenstein. And I was like, oh, that's nice music. There's a film reel. Everything is done. It's okay. I put my head back up, and then Wolfman bursts through the screen where the film is playing and gets right in my face and swipes at me, and I just fall and start sobbing.
Oh, no.
No,
like, I got scared so bad. I didn't pee myself.
Hell yeah.
But I just started crying. I look him in the face for a second and just start sobbing. And Lucas was like, oh no.
See, this just sounds like it was a really good haunted house.
It was. Like, I just don't do haunted houses. And so I sit there for a second and just keep bawling my eyes out because I'm exhausted. Because at this point it's like 2 a.m. and the lines for each of the haunted houses were like an hour and a half to 2 hours long.
Oh, damn.
Jeez.
They were super long, and the experience is only like 4 to 5 minutes, so they don't go very long. But afterwards, Lucas is like, "Are you okay?" Because they had this really cool like thing going on where you use your phone to take pictures of this QR code, and whoever got the most points got like a free drink or whatever. So you had to go houses in order to get the QR code. And he's like, babe, there's a QR code. Just scan it. It'll be okay. And I'm just like, no, I want to go home. He's like, it's okay. It's out. You're out. And the poor lady who's standing making sure that people keep moving and don't, like, crowd the end was like, is she okay? And my friends were like, oh my god, I think she's dying. Because, like, it was so bad. I don't usually get terrified like that to the point where I'm in tears, but this was so bad.
What's even scarier is that every time Universal tries to reboot their monster movies, and it goes horribly wrong. Like when they tried to do their dark universe, like, you know, movie monster universe, and it was the Tom Cruise Mummy movie.
Oh my god.
And it was such a weird movie just in the assembly. It was basically Batman versus Superman, but even worse. With even less grounding to it. But the one thing that really stood out was the mummy herself, which was the characterization, the animation, it was like the Fallout 4 ghouls in terms of, like, it really hit home. Like, they were really genuinely upsetting to look at. So that's all I'm gonna say is that they did the mummy herself pretty well, and her you know, accomplices, whatever.
That was the only good thing they fucking did.
Yeah, it was a very mediocre movie otherwise.
Well, I mean, speaking of mediocre things that look like the Fallout 4 ghouls, I did actually like the ghouls in Fallout 4.
Oh yeah, no, the animation of the ghouls is great. I just wish they had more of the look of the Fallout 3, but like higher res, basically.
I didn't quite like, the look of the ghouls.
I don't like the overstuffed turkeys. They look weird to me. They look mashed potato.
But I really like. I genuinely really like things like you know, the first shopping center that I found myself scavenging through for shit, and I walk past, like, a small, thin, horizontal window, and a fucking ghoul crawls through the window to get to me. Like, there were points where the ghouls actually scared me doing shit like that. There are admittedly good things in that game, but also, fuck that. Fuck Fallout 4, I'm never playing it again.
It's been a while since I've played. After my last Curie run, I was, I don't know, I went back to New Vegas just because I like the guns, I like the repair, I like my riot shotgun. It's just, I don't know. Some of the things they changed in, like, the design approach were weird for Fallout 4. Like how the assault rifles were these really big, goofy, like, steel drum-looking things.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it got a weirdly, like, more cartoony and fantastical, which is strange. And you know, then of course you know, I don't know. So Fallout 4 is a mixed bag. But then again, it looks like fucking, you know, Citizen Kane compared to 76. So.
But now we get to ignore both of them, because we do have the Outer Worlds, which, admittedly, now that I've had some more time to think on the Outer Worlds, it doesn't do anything new. It is beat for beat New Vegas 2. It does everything that you expect from...
To Vegas.
Exactly. It does everything you expect from a spiritual successor to New Vegas, which I think is exactly what the games industry and what the RPG side of the industry needs right now. That being said, it does make me a little bit more excited for the sequel to this rather than this itself, because I want to see... we've got our base setting of what an Obsidian first-person RPG is going to look like. Now let's see them do that, but also give us something new and interesting with the genre.
See, that's one reason I was really actually excited for Starfield when Bethesda first started talking about that, because secretly I'm really hoping that it is just the extension of the Mr. House chronology of him sending his starships out to the far reaches of the universe. Like, I want there to be a line like, you know, we all came from, from Earth
Vegas.
after we had bombed it to ashes, and we all have, you know, our leader to thank for that, or some nonsense like that. I just want to be able to staple it in.
I mean, to be fair, Bethesda's slowly acknowledging Obsidian's influences on them, like adding in the ranger outfit behind a paywall.
Oh my god! So that was the
Because
other
they
thing
know
too. Sorry.
They know that the thing that people would want the most out of Fallout 76 is something that Bethesda didn't design.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's like an ugly version. Like I've seen a lot of like fan mods for Ranger armor, and they look so much better from like Fallout 4.
Oh no, 100%.
I was dying too because I was like, okay, they seemed like they were trying to fix stuff when they had their little, when Todd quickly scampered off stage and brought in the developers for the 76 section of the panel, and I was like, okay,
yes, at E3.
NPCs, I'm waiting for that, like an actual story, and then they're like,
Back to
we're gonna have to
real
delay
dialogue.
that. We're too busy with our private servers, you guys, because you all love your private servers, right?
Private server.
Yeah, it's so private that no one is there. And then also, it'll delete your game because it's got buggy, like, assembly to it.
Oh god.
I feel like if we're talking about the decade wrap-up as a whole, if Bethesda started the decade
So strong.
with Skyrim,
Solid.
and then they finished the decade with all of this bullshit, with Fallout 76 and its never-ending tide of bullshit.
It's a hard fall from grace.
Like, they rose higher than they had ever risen before. The first half of this decade was massive for Bethesda.
And this is after the painfully long gap between New Vegas and Fallout 4, and there was stuff like that Survivor 2299 guy that like had everyone for a role because he bought some domain names and stuff. God,
Yeah.
that was a long stretch.
You guys hear about the guy who got like banned because Bethesda was saying that he was exploiting bugs when all he was doing was bug finding and reporting them?
Can you believe
Yeah.
that? He was a white hat
insane.
hacker, and they banned him for it.
Wow.
I remember this, yeah.
And he's just like,
Gee.
hey guys, here's the issue. Oh, fuck you, bye.
You got to question who's actually doing those decisions though, because like I don't know Todd personally or Pete Hines for PR, right? But it's like I don't feel like they would want to do that. You know what I mean? Or like especially like, say on a developer side.
I think Pete
I bet
Hines
all the
would want to do
developers
that.
want to.
I get
Yeah,
sociopath
maybe.
vibes from Pete Hines. He goes on
Really?
stage and like Todd has the shotgun, but Pete Hines has like the secret like bomb
The
in
note
your neck.
cards.
Todd Howard is doing a playthrough of life with 6 charisma, but 10 speech.
I think
Or
the
100 speech.
more interesting game company shift recently is that, oh my god, we actually have a new Half-Life game. Like, holy shit. Like, the last one was Portal 2 in 2011, and now after 8 years.
That being said, okay, so firstly, I think I want to see if it's still here. Let's just go into Steam, Half-Life Alyx. Really cheap, by the way. But anyway, yeah. The current tags, the user-defined tags for Half-Life Alyx, VR action masterpiece.
Are those what Steam decides or what users decide?
What users decide. Users have already given Half-Life Alyx a masterpiece tag.
Is it even out yet?
No.
Yeah, they're like battered housewives. This is water for the thirsty.
The same goes for the same as gone thingy Cyberpunk 2077. That's also not released, but it has masterpiece as its user tag.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like people, of course, CD Projekt Red, like there's a big hype machine. I feel like they might be able to pay that off for the most part, but people they need to be careful because no matter how big your expectations are, it's always gonna fall short.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't think that Valve is going to meet the hype on because
Oh God, no.
what a lot of people seem to be forgetting is that no one who worked on the original Half-Life games is going to be working on this. Like,
okay, I think we're back. Anyway, I did apparently it's like a prequel or something, like her
It's a
before
prequel,
meeting,
yeah.
Gordon Freeman.
yeah.
And so it's like, are people actually ever going to get a continuation of the Half-Life and then Portal stories? Like, that's what I don't think we ever will. I think it's just more tempting mice with cheese and everyone's in the mousetrap.
And I think the thing that sort of bummed me out the most about this, so a while ago, Campo Santo, I don't know if Valve owns them or if Valve is publishing for them now, but the developers who made Firewatch.
Oh, yeah.
So their new game in the Valley of the Gods looks really good, and Firewatch was a fantastic game, unlike a lot of the shit I played before. However, because they currently work in the Valve offices, they have admitted that their new game is currently on hold because they were pulled to work on Half-Life Alyx. I know one of the writers on the project quit and left because there was nothing for him to fucking do, and that really bummed me out because a game that looked interesting and new and different is very much now being put on
cannibalized.
Yeah, with its devs just shunted over to a different project for this. So, for a project that is not going to hit a massive, because most people still do not have VR.
Because most people don't want VR. That's not why people play video games. It's the same thing as Wii.
And even for the people who do want VR, it's prohibitively expensive. You are paying for a new console, basically.
Every time I think of VR, I still think of that ridiculous, like, was it Time magazine cover of the Palmer Luckey guy, like, floating like a bad Photoshop? It was, like, one of the shortest memes of the decade, but I still can't get over, like, this was the marketing push for VR of Mr. Rich Facebook Boy.
I think one of the things I find so funny and sort of, like you were saying, the Stockholm syndrome of a lot of Half-Life fans, where there are people who are defending the game in comment sections by saying, no, this proves it. The reason that they have waited so long to release a new Half-Life game is because Half-Life has always been synonymous with new advances in tech. Which, to be fair, the first two games were. The first game gave us the most, probably some of the best facial animation that had been seen in the industry so far. It was most realistic games, and Half-Life 2 gave us the physics engine. And so their argument is that Valve was just waiting for the new piece of tech to release a new Half-Life game, which is VR, and that is the only reason that they have been waiting on their new Half.
What exactly have they done since, like, Portal 2 is less, just because that's the only one I've played. What have they done in the 8 years in between?
Steam.
Yeah, that's it. They've just been sitting on their ass, like, being a monopoly, which is why I still think one of the reasons they even pulled this out of the closet in the first place was because Epic took a big chunk of their market share away, and they're like, oh shit, maybe we actually need to make that thing that we were started on and that everyone has been begging us for fucking 10 years.
Right.
Like, ever since the original, Half-Life 3 confirmed meme, it's just gotten sadder. Because it's like that, it's the same meme, it's the same people that are just waiting and waiting and waiting. And as someone who felt the pain between New Vegas and Fallout 4, it's like double that or triple. Because it's like, they're not even trying to make anything. They're just like sat there and now they're shilling this shit.
Exactly. And again, it doesn't help that it's not going to be the same people who did it. Sure, it's the same company with probably a lot of the same ethos in terms of development style.
Developers.
It's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same people, which means that, sure, we might get some cool, fresh voices. Hell, some of the new people running this game might be better than the people who developed the original Half-Lives. But what it means is that this game needs to be given a fair shake and not hyped up as much as it currently is, because it's not going to meet that. Like, rather just be pleasantly surprised rather than be disappointed.
It's kind of like 343 of just, there might be some similar people, but it's even like down to the lowest person. Like if you've got one team leader leading 3 people, but they're not the lead of the entire department, it's like they're not going to be there because they haven't had anything to do.
Exactly.
It's only going to be 3 or 4 people, executives that are there, and yeah, like I was saying about 343 is like they're not going to have the experience of shipping games. There's going to be like 3 people with experience, and everyone else is like, "Oh, I'm new. I want to work for Valve." Well, hell yeah, but I'm new, and yeah.
That's exactly it. I mean, look, 343 are very slowly putting their shit back together. Well, together implies it was together in the first place. They're putting their shit together.
They're at least self-aware that there has been a problem, which is more, this says more than what I think Valve is aware of.
Yeah.
Exactly. So there's at least an improvement.
An attempt to...
But only from trailers, though. I think that's the worrying thing. We haven't seen gameplay.
Yeah.
It's... I mean, and actually thinking about it, like, I know it's in-engine stuff, but who's to say that's not 343? That's just some outside team making the trailer. Like, here's our engine, here's a few clips, stick it together, please. I don't know. It's just
we have no idea
risky.
We have no idea what Halo Infinite is actually going to be, and I feel really, really bad for whoever they've got doing the story writing, because they've got to pick up after the nonsense bullshit writing of Guardians.
Yeah.
That was some bad shit.
I don't know how you get back from what they did to Cortana.
I'm just glad that they brought back Janochi, because his music was actually good rather than fucking Neil DeVidge, which is the worst Vidge of all the Vidges.
Oh,
What composer is it? Sorry, what did he do?
Oh, Neil Davidge. He did the Fallout Halo 4 soundtrack, which I think was mostly shite, personally. But but the Spartan Ops soundtrack that came afterwards, he did like half and half with Janochi, and I feel for whatever reason it's like, I don't know, working with Janochi, like those tracks are much more solid. They're much more Halo-y, Marty O'Donnell sounding. So I don't fucking know. I feel like maybe they told them, oh, it's a new trilogy, so start a new sound for Halo 4. And then everyone's like, oh god, no, rewind.
But it's just like that intro music where they did the female choir singer, and it's like, this isn't Halo. How the hell did you think a solo female singer is a Halo sound? Like a group of female singers is Halo.
Right, this is
but
Gregorian
mainly it's
chant.
a low Gregorian chant. That's Halo, not fucking, hello, I'm a choir singer. Oh, not opera singer, sorry, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's bullshit.
I think one of the, to be fair though, imagine you get the desire to go with a different sound. I do kind of get the input. Imagine you sit down, your boss walks up to you and he's like, all right, cool. We need you to follow up on what Marty O'Donnell just did.
Have fun.
Yeah.
It'd be like, imagine if you it'd be like being asked to go make the new Doom soundtrack, but you're not Mick Gordon.
Oh my gosh, that's still some of the most pumping energy music is the Doom 2016 soundtrack.
Like, he had very specific hardware. I think a lot of his sound, like he said in his like GDC talks, like a lot of his sound came from the instrument. He changed how he worked to get that. I feel like with Marcy's stuff, it's more internal. Like, you can write like Marcy with the stuff you've got, but yeah.
Well, the thing is, too, I remember the London Symphony Orchestra, when they do their video game live kind of compilations, their Halo 3, like, the Final Fight or whatever version was so uniquely terrible, and I was still trying to figure out, like, why is it so different? And I think it's because, I don't know, there's just something synthetic about the way the Halo, like, you know, the music pieces are, whatever software he used. It just, like, it worked, you know. It's like it had that ethereal kind of sci-fi sound. When it's just plain instruments, it just wasn't good at all. I feel the same way too of the anniversary soundtracks. The anniversary soundtracks are like a weird like Bernstein Bear reality that just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Berenstein.
Yeah, we're in Berenstain universe. Thank you very much. Don't need any of this. I don't know why they remade the music in the first place. Like, what the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
Oh lordy,
I think they just made it louder. I think I might have been listening to the anniversary track. They just made it louder and added more bass, and it's like, why?
The thing is, it's the ultimate, it's the cover problem of music, where if you do your best to try to make a pure remake of an original music, it's much worse. It's like a uncanny valley. My best example of this is from the a very terrible movie, Suicide Squad, where the who is it? It's the disco party, Panic at the Disco, their cover of Bohemian Rhapsody, which they do as hard as they can to make similar to Queen. And I'm not going to fault them, like, as far as, you know, they do a good enough job of making the music and the voice, you know, as well as you could do, Freddie Mercury, but it's not the same, and so it sounds wrong.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's like, no, a much more ridiculous, like a synthwave cover of Bohemian Rhapsody would sound 10,000 times better because you're not trying to perfectly reduplicate Freddie fucking Mercury.
Which is, if that's just not going to happen, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah, no, it's why covers, you have to make it your own sound. You have to take the Guns N' Roses approach and make, you know, Live and Let Die completely different than the original Wings, you know, James Bond version.
And one of my absolute favorite examples of this was Metallica's Garage Days album, which was entirely made of covers, but they went with a bunch of songs that weren't in their genre. So like they did a really heavy version of Whiskey in the Jar and shit like that. I think that worked. Like, if you're gonna do a cover, genre bending is usually the best way to go.
Yeah, exactly. Like a totally different take. Like that guy, 10-second song, or not 10-second songs.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Or maybe that is his name. Yeah, it's the guy. He's got like the long hair. He kind of and the goatee. And so he does really good, like different, like 20 versions of this. And so he does a certain song like Rap God in 20 different musical styles. That's really cool because you're hearing that genre, or like postmodern jukebox, where you're hearing the song but it's lifted into an entirely different genre, and so you can like explore the concept more. It's much better than like a pure cover. Or in my case, where you rewrite the lyrics and you make them better because there's horses and stuff.
I don't know. I love your version of Pumped Up Kicks.
Oh my god. I'm glad. I was so worried when I released that. It's out of my range. The tenor is artificially boosted. But I mean, it's Sunset Shimmer, like Oklahomaing the front of a school. I had to make the parody. It was too funny not to.
Sunny Buns. Best character.
Sunny Buns.
Mustard butt.
Mustard butt? Is that really what you're going to call her?
Speaking of mustard butt, I should probably put that out on the chat for whatever fucking reason. So, whenever we do the What the Fick big stream episodes, I try to find good ones to cut out and like throw it on my own channel just as like marketing or promotion. I just have so much fucking fun with those. We did the cutout of was it Sunset Shimmer's Naked Mile. And for whatever reason, like the YouTube algorithm blessed the video, even though I make no money off of it because it's not for kids. Blessed the video, and now it's got like fucking 10,000 views, where all the others have like 300-400.
Jesus.
Should we be praying to the algorithm? Should we be bringing our
Add some
offerings
nudity.
up to Susan before we go to bed at night?
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're about to have another YouTube purge, so probably half the site's about to fucking disappear.
Yeah, they're about to purge.
Woo! Yeah, it's like seeing if you're gonna be, cut from this year's 5-year plan. It's like,
Oh my god.
yeah, we've determined that
Back
your
up
city
your
is now a
videos.
nuclear city, so you're gonna be closed off, and you're gonna make uranium until you all die.
Back up your videos and screen cap your favorite comments. We're doing a purge.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you like anything that's even remotely, like, edgy or whatever, you better download that shit, because it's gonna get yeeted right the fuck off of YouTube.
Now, does Terminal Secrets count as not be... Is that child-friendly?
It is not.
I would
Are
be
you
surprised. What is the monetization status of the Terminal Secrets videos?
I
Well,
don't know.
I think Kill the World Part 1 is very child-friendly.
It sure is. There are so many children in it. They at the beginning, anyway.
The child is at the beginning and then there is the child at the end. It's very child-friendly.
Oh, I had so much fun writing that article for the Wikia. I'm like, what's the best way to dance around this without spoiling it directly?
Oh, God. Yeah, I remember. I think I read some of it. You ended up just referring to the effect she had on.
She had a very interesting effect on Blue Ball.
I was gonna. Okay, hang on. Let's just type in.
Okay, I'm on the video stream. It looks like Dose is not monetized. I didn't even say why. It just says this video is not monetized.
Okay.
Why?
Okay.
I'm looking at part 2, and it just has an estimated revenue of 17 cents.
So unfortunately, Terminal Secrets episode 6 and 6 part 2 are not eligible, but that's because of the music I used. That's been copyright.
Oh
claimed.
yeah, I forgot about that. That probably throws.
I knew that. I
wrench in
figured
the
that
works.
was going to happen, but I decided that the music was worth losing monetization.
Hey, you know what one is? Out of all of them, fucking Tinned Mint, which is lesbian softcore porno. That is monetized.
Oh my god.
Beautiful.
Really?
You're fully monetized.
Wait,
Thank you, Okart.
one
Your
character-
sensuous sounds have made us some money.
where one character doesn't have like a midsection
Hell yeah.
and his guts hang out, like that is without a doubt I think my favorite piece of Kelly's audio editing is Mint Cream scooping back straps of guts into a bag so they don't fall out when she carries them.
Yeah.
I think that's literally the only Terminal Secrets episode that's monetized. I'll be goddamned.
Yeah, Awake is ineligible.
Kill the
Holy
World is
shit.
ineligible. Yeah.
Yeah, the marathon
Although-
promo has got some money.
The Journal of Mint Cream, the extract, which is just mint cream pieces of the episode, that has been monetized. That is,
The Rose Garden is thingamabob eligible.
is it? Wow, that's a violent piece, though. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
It-
How come
maybe it
Horror
was
of
too
Maricello isn't
abstract.
monetized?
The YouTube algorithm can't tell it's.
oh, right.
Creepy.
Of course.
Horror of Maricello is a completely original song, you bitch. Why isn't this monetized?
Wait, what?
I love
Really?
how. I love how the first episode of Untypical is complete. Oh, I turned the monetization off. That's why. Never mind. That's why.
Oh.
Probably because I knew ahead of time we used so much licensed music for the fight scenes that it was going to get caught.
Let me see. Confessions 3 isn't monetized. Yeah, it's probably... You never know with some of the...
Probably for the best.
Yeah. 7 isn't eligible. A lot of these are probably because of the opening songs.
Granny Mail is got limited monetization.
Granny Mail.
Hell yeah.
That's limited. I don't know why. Actually, where is the Where's the monetization stat on this? I want to know why they've given us limited. Oh, yep, not suitable for advertisers. There we go.
Woo!
Fuck you, advertisers. We don't need your shit.
Oh my god, Skybolt?
What?
Twin Terrors is still monetized.
It is?
Yes, they have acceptable.
Oh, wow.
How the fuck is that possible?
Yeah, no shit. Oh, wow, the Ice Mare is monetized. Okay, the Ice Mare is the only one making cash, I guess. And thank God for Kelly and I. Open Up Your Eyes and Everybody Knows are both running fine, considering those are our highest viewed videos.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I'm surprised how much Everybody Knows has accelerated. Because Open Up Your Eyes is like a pony song. You think that would be the most popular?
Right.
Everybody Knows is through the fucking stratosphere now.
Oh yeah, what's it? What's it sitting on?
64,500 views.
What?
And Open Up Your Eyes is now down at 44,000. Those are only 5-digit videos.
Excuse me, EAST Corp fans. Why the fuck aren't you watching everything else to that extent?
And then One Last Dance is number 3, which is great.
And then also to the people who. To the 64,000 people who watched Everybody Knows, why the fuck haven't you subscribed?
I know, right? That would be freaking sweet.
Yeah.
It is really cool to see One Last Dance up so high. That's my personal.
Yeah, she Shadow did a uniquely good job with the sensuality of that song. She really played it.
Nice to see. Oh yes, Dose is up there because that was back when Kelly was experimenting with advertising.
I think Dose is up there because that's the only version people could listen to without getting a migraine. Everyone re-listened to it because they're like, "Oh, thank God!"
Oh my God! I think you can actually to sit here which of people saying, "Holy shit!" A version I can. Oh yeah, there we go. Literally the top comment.
Oh, holy shit, look how many views Hacking has. Hacking has like almost double the views of the foreword of Wasteland Survival Guide.
Yeah, Cinder was pointing that out to me the other day, that Hacking has 0.5 thousand. Forward has 2.9, Clean Water has 2.8, Hearthwarming Eve 1.8, Talon Company 0.6. Like, it actually takes a while.
Oh, and we're making monetization on it. Fuck yeah.
Monetization is now on.
It's actually good.
Second one.
Yay!
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I'm glad. I was happy with Hacking.
13 episodes above 1K. And melee weapons is at 984, so that's close. Then we've got a ton at 900, including Cannibalism and Amoria's Loins. Oh my God, is Amoria's Loins monetized?
Is it?
Please tell me that's monetized.
Oh, Gilded Age is. See, my favorite thing about Hacking was like giving kind of an explanation for why
monetization's on.
Random people can just do that.
Even Traps was above 1,000. Damn.
Hell yeah. Oh, man. Verismo's not monetized? What the fuck? It's completely it's completely original music.
Just so you guys know, I am turning monetization on like a bunch of these videos now.
Yeah, do it. I don't know why they're off. Is it just because they're old uploads?
Well, it's telling me that you have to set the monetization when you upload it.
Oh, fuck.
So I feel like
Susan.
we need to turn it all
on. Dang it. That sucks. Well, we can start now. Everyone go back through our old videos, please. Just let it run in the background.
Watch the video, watch the ads all the way through, please.
Yeah, just please.
Watch our ads on repeat.
Yeah, just go to our uploads playlist and let it run for a while you're doing other stuff. You don't have to actually watch it. So we can get that sweet, sweet YouTube bucks.
Go watch our 9-hour and 40-minute Terminal Secrets finale comment.
What would YouTube coins be? The increasingly devalued coins would be like Bolivar. YouTube bully bars.
Not completely lost my train of thought.
Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about before this. Anyway, I don't know why hacking is so high, but I'm glad because I worked really hard in trying to figure out a legitimate way of like, okay, how come like a bunch of Wastelanders can just like hack a bunch of terminals? Like, there's got to be an explanation. And I'm like, wait, the Wasteland Survival Guide being a very commonly read book, what if Derpy had an explanation for people? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's a good way of working it in.
I also really liked the art for this of drawing Derpy like pounding the hell out of the computer based on that one guy's art from like a few years ago. That's great.
Some of the art on this has been really funny.
And Farming, the new one?
Oh yes, Farming had really I really liked Farming's Birds and the Bees had great
Derpy Gothic. Yeah, and Birds and the Bees. Yeah, with the wink. Oh my god.
Cannibalism's complete color palette change.
That was fun. Yeah, the color and music change, I feel like, really elevated that whole episode as a concept. And then I left 2 minutes of blank audio at the end, which I still fucking kick myself for. God damn it.
Oh, Amoria's loins have it's interesting.
Yeah, subtle.
It's interesting thumbnail.
Subtle, but appropriate.
Giggity.
One of my favorites is with Why We Survived. You put is the interior of the revolver chamber, but with only one bullet in the chamber.
Hell yeah. We're playing Stalingrad roulette.
I think that's one of my
favorite of
the favorite ones that I did too. Like, I feel like I did a really...
What? Sorry, I think you broke it off there. I can't hear you.
Oh, I said I feel like I did a really good job with that too, so...
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember my favorite one of you reading. Yeah, these are all fun.
I think of Needle reading possibly maybe Manners is really funny.
Oh, you know what? Winter Solstice is one of my just all-time favorites in general, just because of all the work we put into like really making that like quality.
Okay, let's be honest. The actual best performance in the Wasteland Survival Guide is in the Wasteland Survival Guide quote unquote animated.
Yeah. You did great on that.
I like April. I've already got the next April Day special planned, by the way. It is going to be the biggest one yet, and it is so stupid.
Oh, the Knots art was pretty fun. Speaking of out-of-season April Fool's jokes.
Oh, God. Knots was fun, but yes. I had to get it out the way. I had to just get it written and done with.
I know. It's okay. It gave me an excuse to put Derpy in a noose.
She was flying.
Yeah, it's so perfect. She's all mean. I love, because now I have like a standardized way of Derpy drawing herself. So I have like the one errant hair and the way she draws her wings and stuff. And it's just this mean little like, grr. Practical immortality. Or like what cheek is missing. It's been fun. And you can download all of these fantastical pencil scratch arts on our Facebook page, eastcorp.com/PR/Facebook or whatever.
/Facebook.
Roy Mustang asks, will there ever be an outtakes upload? So, Needle outtakes, you could basically just cut them into Needle going, blah, blah. I think I've got a couple hours worth of footage of Needle just going.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's exactly that. It's that for hours on end. It's great.
setting aside outtakes individually is a lot of work, and I'm usually like too busy trying to get something just done, so I very seldom actually set aside outtakes. So going through genuine outtakes would be a very, very trying process. However, we might do a scripted outtakes video, a la what some of the Pony seasons have done.
Yeah,
that could
Exactly. Like scripted
a
outtakes.
lot of my outtakes consist of me going,
Oh fuck! Our streams died. Susan strikes again.
Susan, no!
Susan, no!
Susan, ¿por qué mi torta?
There we go. We're back. Yeah, I think the thing with outtakes is that, like, you've got to start separating the good, funny outtakes as you are editing. And the thing is that while I don't know if it's like this with you, Sky, but when I am cutting audio, the last thing I want to do is make the process even longer myself.
Yeah,
Kelly's here
it's
too, so
very
you
laborious.
can also attest to this.
Like, you gotta understand, like, the raw audio that goes into stuff, like Confessions, for instance, it could be upwards of, like, triple of whatever the original was. For the main cast, it's, like, upwards. Like, not always. It depends on the character, but, it's a lot to sort through.
There is so much shit. I learned a very, very important lesson. So the Untypical episode 2 audio that Kayla recorded, where I sat and I sat in the room and I was directing her. The problem is that we are far too good friends. So it was a really fun recording session. Going through it to edit the episode is a nightmare because in between lines is at least 10 minutes of us bullshitting.
Okay, Kelly has sent me a blooper. Is this okay to play on the audio stream?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, because I'll play it for myself, which they will then hear.
Okay. That's the only one I ever saved.
Oh, the
Over
audio's
this
too low.
weekend?
Oh, redo. Replaying.
Huh. So you coming over this weekend?
Oof. Okay. Maddie has invited us over this weekend.
I
How do
didn't
you
hear
invite
any.
us over?
Speaking recently, some of the best I guess blooper-y kind of audio is the Reaper lines from Chris Blessings, because it's just so like, she kind of has a cinnamon roll kind of like, it's like stream presence, but then in between her lines when she messes up or whatever, she's like, oh shit, like in her various like cobbled together accents. It's so great. Chris cursing.
I dropped my meds.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to take off soon.
Okay.
Lame.
Does anybody have any questions for me before I take off?
Yeah, add those to the chat now.
Add this to the chat while I'm getting my shoes on because your girl's gotta go do her work. If you guys are still going by
Making
like
that
3 or
bread.
4, I'll probably hop back on.
I doubt
But-
we'll go that long, but
Yeah.
but it's been fun. We're glad you could stay for this long.
Yeah. My boss made me a deal that if I work on Sundays, whatever sales I do on Sundays, he will not only pay me my cut of the sale, but he'll pay me his cut.
Oh wow!
For payroll tax.
What
So
the fuck?
even on a base sale, I can make $95, $96. So his cut of it would be another 100 and something. So that's easy, $200 for like a base sale.
Oof.
That's not even for what we call a triple play, which is like 150,
Triple play.
160 for me. If it's 160 for me, but it's like 300 something for him. So that's like $400, $500 right there if I sell like the highest package that we have.
Ooh, she's really rolling out the figures now.
So I'm like, I'm gonna do this because that way I can get my car fixed because your girl needs her car fixed. My car
Someone
has been
fix
broken
Needle's
since
car.
October and I miss my car.
I have a gaming related story I can transfer into once Needles had her moments.
Break the bank, Needle. Thank you.
What are you sealing?
What am
Can the girl make a frog sound?
I am selling cable and internet.
Oof.
And it's actually really easy to do because there's only 2 companies in the city that I live in that are allowed to sell cable and internet. And the other company that I'm not selling for is shitty.
Yay.
So my job is really easy and it pays really well. The only thing I don't like is walking for about 12 hours a day, which kind of sucks.
Oh, so you're like door to door, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's funny though, because like we went to one of the other offices out in Anaheim, and I was talking to one of the guys, and the guy was like, "Yeah, so this one time we went to dinner, right? And we were all dressed up in our business professional clothes. Everybody was wearing their suits and their ties and everything, and they were fancy. We all went to dinner, and this lady comes out, this waitress comes out to us and says, wow, you guys are dressed up really fancy. What do you do for a living?" And one of the guys is like, "Well, you know those people who go door to door and try to sell you stuff?" And the chick was like, "Yeah, I fucking hate those people." And the guy was like, "Well, now you're serving us." I'm like waiting for the day where I can have that level of petty.
I think by frog sound he means like I don't know what Ray the Vampire Bat is, but maybe like the Pepe Ree thing, like Ree.
Ree. I mean, I can go Ree.
There you
Like
go.
that, or like how deep is the frog pond?
I don't know.
Knee deep.
Oh, okay. Just add
Okay.
fangs to the bat. Broken nails. There you go. Yeah, you can, whatever the guy's name is from Walking Dead.
Right. That's how I get people to
Negan.
talk to me.
Yeah.
I tell them dumb jokes, because most people, when you knock on their door, they don't, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Hey, before I go, we're doing this thing in my office where if I can get the most people to laugh, my boss will buy me dinner. And I'm all about free food, so let me tell you a joke, and laugh, I get a point." And they're usually like, "All right, cool, go for it." So this that I go for, like, what's a pirate's favorite letter?
R.
What?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I don't like
R.
any of you.
Ah, you think it'd be R, but it's actually the C.
Oh.
And that one's really cool because there's actually three different endings.
Yeah.
So if somebody says the C, they'd be like, you think it'd be the C, but it's actually R. Or if they say R or C, like they're like, oh, it's R. Oh, and it's C. Then you'd be like, you'd think it'd be R or C, but it's actually I.
Oh,
That's great.
So I tell
You're
people these
fired.
jokes, and usually it gives me enough time to actually get into my pitch and sell them something.
Oh, nice.
That reminds
Yeah,
me
so-
of yeah.
It works. And another joke that I tell people is what do you call a fish with two knees?
Tuna?
What?
A toonie fish.
We're not letting Needle near the writing department. Bad
All
Needle.
right. You want another one?
No.
I have another one for you.
Oh,
Sure.
another one.
Do it.
Go
Do it.
crazy.
All right. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial who?
Wait, how many do you know?
Nice.
Or like Kelly's just. Needle, your jokes fucking stop.
No, I enjoyed it. I like silly jokes.
To steal a joke, I do not remember where from. If you look under laughter in the Oxford English Dictionary, you will just get a response that says, no.
That's
The English are not taught happiness.
funny.
Oof, that's
This one's okay, this one's a little drawn out, so bear with me.
Here we go.
So there was a woman, she goes up to her husband and says, "Honey, I read this article that says that women say 2 times more or twice as many words in a day than men do." Honey, are you listening? I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, that whole concept, it reminds me of, like, at a Starbucks or whatever, where they'll have a tip jar, but they make a game or a poll out of it where it's like, tip here if you're Marvel fan or tip here if DC fan. Or they can get really specific or, cutesy about it. It's good marketing. It's a good way to, like, interact with your customers.
Quick, give us $5 if you like Marvel, $2 if you like DC.
$6 if you like Derpy.
Yeah, $6 if you like Derpy. $10 if you $10 if you like Okot.
Wow. Wow.
What? I'm not comparing her to. I'm not comparing her to Needle.
I thought you were my best friend.
We need a new female voice once you leave.
Wow. Who's the female voice? Wow.
It's gonna have to be Kelly now.
I was lining Okot. I was comparing Okot in terms of waifu material to Derpy, not toward you. Needle and Derpy are two different types of waifu.
Sure.
I saved myself.
Did we have an episode? I feel like we have of like Derpy doing bad pickup lines. I feel like we've done that at some point.
No, we haven't.
Have we done that?
Yeah,
I
don't know. We have to think about this, but I mean, she's like, she's like a ghoul and derp-eyed, and also doesn't have a tongue. So it's a lot we can do with that.
There was one of my coworkers. He was trying to tell us a bad pickup line, and he fucked it up so bad. He's like, hey, have you guys heard the Tennessee pickup line?
Oh no.
And
yes.
I have.
No, another one.
And he's like, oh, or somebody's like, oh, I don't think I have. And well, here it is. What's the temperature in here? Because you're the only 10 I see. And we all just groan because that's not how the...
That's not how it goes,
That's not how it goes.
Oh my god.
He's just like, wait, what do you mean that's not how it goes? And I'm like, first of all, it's, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. And he's like, oh.
And that's even worse.
Like,
how did he not know
that? The way you
that?
said it doesn't even make sense. What's your deal?
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's like, I was like, I'll give you a pass because you're South African.
What? I didn't hear any of that. It ended after South African.
Oh, my coworker's South African and he fucked up a pickup line.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty
So
weak
like,
Bantu if you ask me.
Because you're South African.
We have pickup lines in South Africa. You don't need to give him a pass for fucking up a pickup line.
He doesn't know American pickup lines, clearly.
But we don't have. I don't think we've got South African pickup lines. We just use the American ones.
It's
or
an import.
don't use them at all.
You're the only 10 I can pickup line right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, everyone. The thing is, people in South Africa still know what Tennessee is.
I mean, yeah, but you don't get the point, Vermont.
The best thing
Yes,
is
I
mixing up
do.
mixing up the conclusion of pickup lines. Like, are you from Tennessee? Because you'll be leaving with me. What? I think you crossed jokes there.
What they there was that one from Robot Chicken with the honey, did you fall from heaven? Because I've got an erection.
yeah, exactly. That kind of shit.
It's like, what? Hold on.
Clearly the playbook needs to be expanded if that's the case.
Oh my god, right.
Teach South Africans to flirt.
Teach South Africans.
Oh my god. Is this like a UNICEF program? Do we have to like drop coins in that box?
It's funny because I try to pronounce my coworker's name and I can't.
What's his name?
Why is it?
It's Katlego Mahwawa or something like that.
Oh damn.
Oh, no, Katlejo.
Katlejo, yeah.
Katlejo, yeah.
We just call him Cat.
There you go.
And I like tried to get him to pronounce his last name, and I was like, I tried, and he goes, try again. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. Possible.
Say his last name again to the best of your ability. Maybe I can get the.
It's like Mogiwawa.
Mogiwa.
I think.
Mokiwawa?
I think so.
Moshi
Not
Moshi.
what I'm familiar with. But yes, Catlejo is a very common name.
Yeah, we call him Cat.
He's the cat man.
All right, y'all.
KG is also an option.
I don't see any
Any more
other questions other than, can you ask the girl to make a frog noise? I just go ribbit. Ribbit.
Goodbye, female voice.
Goodbye, female voice. All right, I gotta take off because I gotta go pick up other people and we're gonna do money stuff. And we're gonna cover my car bill.
You make that bread.
I'm gonna make that bread, and then guess what? I'm gonna give all that bread back to the Corp. Just kidding. Lol.
JK, fuck off.
JK, fuck off. All right.
I don't like you enough for that, Vermont.
You guys
I'm
are
not gonna give you
goofballs.
any of my money, Vermont.
Bye, Vermont. I love you.
Goodbye, Nato. Merry Hearth.
Love you too.
Merry Hearthmas.
Merry
Happy
Heartmas.
housewarming Christmas.
Woo!
Okay, now I can go into my video game story. So,
Holy shit, I forgot about that.
yeah, so it years ago when it came out, I had heard obviously of the Life is Strange because it's like, it was a popular game and lots of memes and stuff, but I didn't actually know anything about it really, except the general idea and then the very ending, which I'd heard people complaining about. But I didn't really pay attention to anything else, and then it dropped out of the news, and everything else going on. So then recently-ish, the Before the Storm like prequel DLC whatever game came out, and I also missed that when it came out. But then recently, I stumbled on a Let's Play while I was just like bored at work, and I was flipping through videos, and I'm like, Yeah, it's like a Let's Play. And so I start watching the Before the Storm, and I'm like, okay, so this chick, the tall chick, is the blue-haired chick from the first game. So I recognize that, the voice. And I start listening, and I start really getting engaged and of the Chloe story and getting kicked out and whatever. And then the character of Rachel Amber gets introduced, and I'm like, oh, okay. So it's the fall from grace. She's tempting the rich, uppity girl from into her life of crime of being a punk. And all that stuff goes on. Anyway, then I reach the very end, and I'm very engaged with this Rachel Amber girl. And then it's the very end. And I'm completely, caught by surprise by where the story goes. So, I feel like I'm one of the few people who, got a genuine reaction out of that. And maybe you guys don't know the story either. So, then that was my favorite.
I haven't played Life is Strange.
Yeah. Anyway, it's interesting. That would be my recommendation for people who are completely in the dark. Watch through the Before the Storm story first, and then go back to the original game. It's interesting how they connect. I'll say that.
I'll give that a shot then. I've been meaning to try the games.
Yeah, I get it. It's, it's sort of like an interactive, story, Telltale or whatever. But I just, I'm not really a gamer anymore. And, I didn't... It's easier to watch it than to play it yourself.
Oh, speaking of game stories. Oh, shit, so have you seen the game that has recently been announced?
No, which one?
It is called I Am Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. It is available on... It is not out yet.
Well, yeah, it comes out on December 25th. You should know this.
Okay, so I'm gonna link this over.
Is it really a Jesus Christ simulator?
Hang on.
Is there a bunch of Carpenter-themed mini games? Because that would be amazing.
Oh my god, that would be fantastic.
And there's a skip button, whatever you're making, you could just press the skip button and it's just magically done. That would be really great.
Okay, I've linked it in the general chat. this genuinely looks fucking hysterical in terms of it's going to be a bad to.
Oh, no.
It's not going to be a good game, obviously, but
I'm watching it on Steam.
I disagree.
just
I think it's
watching-
going to be the greatest game ever released.
There's a really weird fish and boat
Right.
animations. Like this is.
well, I like the fact that like Jesus clearly is like he has a camera because he's taking pictures like polar
Wait, what?
of the people he's helping.
Wait, what? Jesus is a Polaroid?
Well, you watch the trailer.
This is.
Did you
It
drop
seems
it in
like
the
Jesus
chat?
has a-
Oh, wait. Where is
Yeah,
it?
it's in the
Oh, the general chat. Okay.
the general chat.
Okay. I'll see if I can watch it with audio muted.
That was.
Oh my god, that got loud.
Interesting.
Right?
I mean, I have no clue who's making it or why, but like, if it is one of the old, like Christians that make really terrible movies that just aren't enjoyable, it at least looks better than that.
Yeah, that's the
But if
weirdest
it's
thing.
someone making an actual game, or it's meant to be maybe satirical, I have
So
no-
is Glow Glob Glob going to make a special appearance?
Okay, this has been developed by.
Oh my gosh. It has a mini game of him calming the seas of Galilee.
Yeah.
Why does he have a Polaroid though? What?
Right?
What is this?
Okay,
Developer Singular M.
I am going to read the description on a page
Oh my gosh.
about this game. I Am Jesus Christ is a realistic simulator game inspired by the stories from the New Testament of the Bible. Get into old times and follow the same path of Jesus Christ 2,000 years ago. Game is covering the period from baptizing of Jesus Christ and to resurrection. Have you ever wanted to be like him? One of the most privileged and powerful people in the world?
So wait. So
I don't know if I'd call him privileged.
the
Like,
gamers rise up after 3
tough
days.
life.
So wait, is there a whole section where he's in hell for 3 days? Like that's gonna be like the intense level,
That
right?
would be good.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Or there's
Well,
gotta
I
at
think
least be a
you go to
sequel
hell.
then where it's Revelations and he comes back and he's like doing the seven seals and all that. That would be epic.
Yeah.
Check
Although
if you
like
can-
just from that blurb, I'm not confident because that was some bad grammar.
The thing,
In that. I was reading along with it, like it is wrong.
it gets worse though, because the next one, check if you can perform all famous miracles in the Bible like Jesus Christ. It is a simulation game, and you can try to save the. Are you ready to fight with Satan in the desert, exorcising demons, curing sick people, or calm the storm in the sea? Pray like him to get your Spirit's power and help people around you. Fight with evil, make miracles, resurrect dead, feel and act like him. If you a game lover, why not get to know his past, his challenges, his sufferings, and his power? Exclamation point. Reach the final stage of resurrection and show the world that you are. Key features: open world, special skills, realistic fight with Satan, over 30 miracles like healing people, walking on water, calming storm, feeding people, baptizing and getting superpower, Holy Spirit, praying and increasing Holy Spirit, crucifixion and resurrection. The key feature is being crucified.
I'm gonna be
And
honest, I'm
much
getting
more.
some Pose Law vibes from this. I have no idea if this is like someone who really cares or if it's someone kind of screwing around.
I mean, the
Yeah.
thing is that there are some elements of this. The face textures don't look half bad.
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't look like meme bad, like insultingly like bad, like it's an edgy like Rastafarian making it or something. Pastafarian.
I mean, it looks like it would be fine, to be honest, in all
Mm.
the grand
But also,
scheme of
this is like-
things.
This is mostly white people
Is
like- in the game. Like, take another look.
yeah.
This is set in the Middle East.
Although there's
Like that old lady is definitely.
Screenshot, hurry up. This photo just looks like they're breakdancing. They're in general chat.
In general chat.
Yeah. Doesn't it look like a dance game and they're like getting that move?
What? Oh, it's like
Doesn't
an
it?
exorcism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't there that section where I hope there's the section where he has to cast the demons into the pigs? That could be really fun. Where you're like directing a demon pig horde over the cliffs. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll throw this up on screen in the middle of my very warm Christmas pictures. Real quick. Simulation games.
It does look like he's breakdancing, though, doesn't it?
It kind of looks like a cross between the legend devil and the devil from the tribute song from Tenacious D. Damn it.
Yeah. And actually, the devil looks like he's singing there. He looks like he's going, oh, while the guy in the front is going, yeah, I'm breaking up some moves.
Yeah, it kind of has the same sort of like animation look as those Just Dance animations when you're actually doing the thing.
Yeah.
Although I assume you'll play a character with the hands out. That basically just, well, I guess you're the cops trying to break up the party. Like, all right, this is getting too crazy. Test.
Oh, damn it.
Nope. Lock it down, people.
Nope, Chuck Testa. Game of the year, absolutely. Greatest game never ever released.
Sounds like it would be alright. It's like similar games of just like you play it once as a YouTuber, you know. There'll be a bunch of YouTubers playing it. They'll do one playthrough, go, oh look, this interesting game. You know, and that'll be that, and yeah.
Exactly. It'll be forgotten about very quickly.
Yeah. But it's different, and if they are like trying to do an actual Christian hell yeah, then yeah, it's better than most.
It better have some VeggieTales music though. That's there's unironically some good songs in there. Okay, so happy holidays there. I guess the recent news about Cyberpunk was that they're going to try to put the Cyber truck in there now. The recently released meme truck.
Nice.
That would be great.
That's
that
amazing.
would be good.
I got to be honest, I kind of like that. I kind of like the look of the Cyber truck.
I kind of like it. I don't know if I could buy one, but I feel like if some people bought it first, I'd be like, yeah, all right, I'll join the bandwagon.
At the very least, the option with like the 3 motors where it has a range of over 500 miles, that's like, okay, that actually sounds good. Like, that's finally a car range on one, you know, quote unquote tank of gas or whatever that's like it's acceptable for me.
Yeah.
Roy Mustang for $2, space to Jesus. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to sign off. It is 9:30, and I have a ton of work on account of the load shedding the rolling blackouts hitting us on Friday.
Yeah.
Meant that
The what?
there was a ton of work that I was supposed to hand in on Friday night, which has now been delayed till tomorrow.
Woo!
I mean, I wasn't going to do it over the weekend. God, no. But the downside of that is that I now have to be up tomorrow pretty early to finish that on time and get those to the clients, because if it gets to like midday on Monday, I feel like they might be pissed.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, yeah, you have a fun time and whatever. And I don't know, Kelly and I could chat for a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's been a while since Kelly's been on a podcast.
It's true.
Right?
Jeez, yeah. I've been out of it. I've been so out of it.
Been a solid 2 hours for Vermont. All right. I love you all very much.
All right, goodbye, Vermont. You have a good night.
Happy holidays to all.
Yes. Happy holidays, everyone.
So, Kelly, do you want to talk about the recent success of the Princess Requiem? It seemed like we got a really good response from that.
Yes, I am actually. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. obviously it's a bit nerve-wracking releasing your own music and not a cover. And also, obviously, it's a risk. Like, I don't think I've worked with Thingybob and Thingamabob.
I am Shadow and Maddie.
Yeah. Like, I haven't worked there before. Like, I work with you and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, it's gonna be new. And yeah, it was kind of ambitious as well. Actually.
Female voices. Yeah, no, it was definitely a unique assembly.
Yeah. Like, bam, and that's us. That's EAST Corp.
That is EAST Corp.
We are the storytellers of Equestria.
We are. Yeah, it's it's funny. Yeah, we when I was updating the Wikias, I was mentioning that too about how, like, okay, so because a lot of Fallout Equestria, like, it stops like halfway through season 2, so most of like the other stories are incorporating all this lore from the show that came way after the fact. So I was putting in a blurb from the Ice Mare about, like, okay, so this is how the Crystal Empire figures into Confessions, because we're only trying to stay canon with the original, because God knows there's too many countless stories to try to keep them all consistent.
Yeah, Jesus.
Plus, I don't want to self-limit, so it's like I want to do my own interpretation.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, I don't even know who else is making Fallout Equestria content at the moment.
I want to say, what's his name from Project Horizons is making some kind of sequel, like Project Harmony or whatever.
Oh, Jesus. I'll have to look that up now.
Yeah. I'm not sure how it's going per se, but that was the last bit of news that I heard.
Okay. Yeah, maybe is. I mean, even though I liked Project Horizons, it's so depressing now. Like, I can't touch it anymore. I can't touch it. I don't want to be depressed.
So, because I've never finished it either, do you want to give your professional being a Blackjack OC your review of Project Horizons for myself and the audience? That sounds fun.
Okay. Project Horizons is like, it's one of those ones that if you can really empathize with Blackjack, you get really, really hooked to the story. You have to be I think you have to be depressed to enjoy it. Seriously, like, it's
that's a
bad.
great selling point.
Because that's what everyone's like. Just like all the detractors are like, "Oh no, it's too depressing. It goes on too long." And it's like, and all the people that like it are like, "Well, I'm depressed, and I like things that go along for ages." It's true. Yeah, because it's like I remember. I was reading it, and he hadn't completed it at that point, and I got to a chapter where Morning Glory breaks up with Blackjack, and that was the last chapter that he'd written at that point, and I was fucking done. For like a good month or two, I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean she broke up with me? I can't believe that this girl's... Like, seriously, that's how empathized I was with it. I was like, how the fuck has this happened? I can't go on. It was like so bad. It was just...
That is great. After all we've been through, you flying bitch.
And I was like, how fucking dare you break up with her? I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, so... And on like the last chapter or two when he released it, I think I read that to about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, like I was obsessed. And I wrote a little note on my door saying, "Don't wake me up. I've just read something until 5 o'clock in the morning." Yeah, like it's that's Project Horizons. I think if it was shorter, I may be a bit less depressing and wasn't written by a person that was depressed, it might have been a little bit more tolerable. Because pretty much like you have, like I said, you have to be depressed to enjoy that. Because it is just so, like how counselors have to go to counseling. It's kind of like that. You would need counseling after reading it. So, yeah, but it's a good story. It's a good story. Like it is. It's more character driven, I think, than the original. The characters, like, you actually empathize to them more. They're maybe not like more in depth, but it is just a lot more. I don't know. It's like less awkward between the characters almost. Like I feel like in the original, it was like a bit of a forced friendship in a way.
Oh
like
yeah,
a little bit of a
yeah.
oh, we're friends, hey. When in actuality they'll be like, oh well, and yeah, and so the character's a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. I think that's roughly my take on it.
I gotta
I
say,
enjoyed it when it lasted.
yeah, which luckily was a very, very long time.
Yeah.
I know for me with the original, I feel like it hit like well for me because I was like my like Applejack was best pony at the time. And so I was really like, especially when of course everyone makes fun of her. So I was like defending her honor, her magical horse honor, and then reading through Fallout Equestria, she plays such a pivotal role, and I start connecting to the Steel Hooves character. And then he fucking dies.
Yeah.
And so that was like the emotional linchpin for me of like, okay, I'll remember this story.
Yeah, really. Like I when he died, I was really like, Like it just didn't surprise me, or it just didn't. I think like it didn't hit emotionally for me, and then I think I realized after reading it that they killed him because they couldn't kill any of the other main characters.
Can you believe that? I'm so mad.
they could not. Like sorry, yeah, I don't know if K-Cat's a girl or not, but yeah, K-Cat couldn't have killed anyone else. It's yeah, no one else could have died. Otherwise, it would have completely derailed everything. If they killed Velvet Remedy, you lose the bird. I can't remember the bird.
The bird? Yeah. Philomena, I think. Or no, that's the real one.
It's the Phoenix. Whoever the Phoenix is.
Yeah, she's not that important.
No, so that would fuck up, and basically, if you killed her or Calamity, then that relationship goes down the drain, and it just derails everything. They could kill to give Little Pip a reason to. I can't remember what it did to her in a character way, but yeah.
Yeah, that was part of it. It's like it didn't feel like it did anything. It just felt like a way to resolve his story. Like, oh, now they're both dead. It's like that doesn't make me happy. This just pisses me off.
Yeah. No, but I think the original was like a strong story. It was the right length.
Extra long.
Yeah, but it was it was long, but it was engaging and obviously and to be honest, it was just better than Fallout because it had the right atmosphere and the right tone.
Oh yeah,
and the right juxtaposition of hey, we're going to be friends even though everything's nuked, and it's just like it was kind of a perfect story in a way.
Well, I think part of the reason it works so well too is that it was really more like it was like a trilogy of stories, because you have the whole opening kind of thing where they're like going through like the miscellaneous segments, and then you have the chunk in the middle with the Red Eye plot line, and then the third story is all like heavy Enclave. So when you think of it as sequentially like that, then the length is about right.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, obviously it was good enough to spawn countless fan fictions. Us.
It's struck a nerve somewhere. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think it's just like I still hold firm that it's the juxtaposition of friendship and nukes.
It
just works so well.
Yeah, the innocence versus the darkness kind of thing.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is like the ending is very, very good. Like say in like Fallout when it's you made all the water good. It's like cool.
You made all the water good. I love that.
Yeah, that's it. But there's no emotion to that. There's no, your dad's dead, and that's it. And your dad dies at like the second act or whatever, And New Vegas was
Mailman Simulator.
Yeah, Mailman Simulator, and it's like that's not. But then you go to Fallout Equestria, and it's holy shit. We've actually changed the world. We've had a sacrifice. People actually care. You know what I mean? Like there's people that she left behind. It was just, it just hit such a note.
Hardest part is letting go.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It was such a good story.
So how does the Project Horizon structure separate? Like, is there a series of like mini bosses? Like, who's the big end game final villain of the story?
Oh shit! I think the end villain was something like
Blackjack herself. She's her own worst enemy.
Oh my god! It was something ridiculous, like some monster from the stars or something, and it was something like that. Yeah, I think it was something they'd captured something from the stars and put it underground, and then they were trying to defeat it. Oh my god, it was. I really can't remember it, but it was something ridiculous.
Is that what the Project Horizons was?
I think so.
It's
Yeah,
like fucking Akira.
Yeah. It was. Oh, fuck, I don't even know. I mean, obviously, like it started out with.
With the Deus, right? The Deus
Yeah, the Deus
guy.
Ex Machina guy. I can't remember his name. Yeah, it's like
yeah,
that's doable.
The robot with the dick.
Yeah, the robot with the dick. Yeah, which was quite good because like they gave a backstory to him and why he's that way, and it was a lot more in depth. But yeah, the final boss was some kind of fuck. What's oh shit?
Are there like mini
Cthulhu.
bosses in the middle? This is like 1.5 million words, so there's got to be like mini bosses.
Oh yeah, there was lots. There was shit. I literally can't remember. I can't remember the middle. Like that, it just went. It really went on. It really went on. The final boss monster was the Eater of Souls. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's how big it got. Yeah, literal star god. There you go. That was the ending. What happened in the middle? No clue. Oh, there was definitely something to do with the Enclave. I remember the Enclave base.
Yeah, because that's the whole reason Morning Glory is there, right? Is she's like an agent?
Yeah,
or whatever?
exactly. And she was. Yeah, she had like the sort of the redemption. I think there was some kind of like Enclave squad that they had to defeat. I want to look the wiki up now.
I was gonna say, how does then? I know there's a segment where Little Pip appears, right? Like, how does that happen? How does that connection play out?
Yeah, there is. Oh fuck, there was a bit. Yeah, or something. I think it was something like when Little Pip was getting the nuke. Apparently, she helped Blackjack down below, or something like that. Or
that's during the memory wipe segment. Okay, that's
yeah,
clever.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
And that's why it's not in the real story.
Yeah, exactly. Which was pretty. Yeah, a pretty good place to put it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was something like
for the fan service.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the two of them kiss or something, or at least that's in fan art.
Ooh, cheaters.
Yeah. It was a weird story looking back. Now I've looked back on it, it was. Yeah.
I mean, in general, it's something hard to explain to like anyone outside of it. Like, it's like you already have to be inside the Fight Club to understand the Fight Club.
Yeah. It was. I don't know. It was good. It was good. I mean, obviously, I was trying to make an audio.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember recording something. I think one chapter.
Yeah. You recorded a chapter. Yeah, but it was. Yeah, that died because it was like, I think I had like 5 narrators. 2 of them did nothing. One of them did like 2 chapters and was really, really good. And then went, no, sorry, I'm going to uni. And then there was like one guy that did like all 4 chapters that he was allocated.
Nice.
But then obviously everyone else wasn't available. I'm like, okay, let's not. This is too big. I can't be asked.
It's hard. I know for sure. I'm trying to prep myself up for the upcoming Fallout Equestria Dead Tree, which is really funny that's now become like its own super story. So I'm one of the main zebra characters, which is cool.
Nice.
But I've never read the story, so my plan is to sort of experience it with shoot, I forgot the guy's name now. Namaste. Negan, whatever his name was.
Right, okay.
So what I'm going to do is, as I'm reading it, as I'm prepping to like record lines, I'll read through that section and highlight my lines, and then just sort of like, kind of take the experience as genuinely as I possibly can. Obviously, I'm going to try to do a good job, but that when they cast me, they like kind of wanted my voice, so it's kind of somewhat easy. Like it's I guess she had heard my Monster song from a while ago, the Monster parody of Magic Dragons. Is about steel hooves, and she liked the under voice, like the deep voice, like support version, like so then worked up from there into something like just kind of cold and whatever my normal voice. So I really don't have to like break the bank, stretching it into something ridiculous.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
Yeah.
it should be fun. And it's a paid gig, which is even better. Oh my god.
Nice.
Getting money
Jesus,
for
that's
horse entertainment.
Wow. Yeah, there was like a whole palaver with Overmare because it was like our script lead was. Did you see the guys that were like making a game and they were actually going to pay people and they were going to get funded and all this stuff?
Yeah, how is Ashes of Equestria going now?
Ashes is all right. Ashes is all right. Obviously, I think this year we released Wave 5.5, which was a massive improvement. Not too much content added, but it was a nice tidy up. Got everything better. I think at the moment, one guy's working on like the saving and loading stuff. So you can actually have some save games. We're working up towards quests. That's like the big thing that we want. But yeah, I think we're sort of thinking like do one more wave and call it quits, maybe.
Yeah.
Just because it's like it took like 2-3 years to get this wave out.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's a big investment.
It's a big investment. I mean, like the only thing that would save it is almost like, so how this wave got put out was there was like a refresh of all the heads of departments.
Yeah.
And so it was sort of like the new blood came and they could push it through, but it's not like we're going to be there forever as that stuff. And like I've been getting really busy with my placement year, and so I haven't done anything for Ashes. So
that's what killed me with Stable Tech when we left. Is I was hoping that last jolt would be enough for them just to compile the episode 1. Just put out the episode 1 and then put out the joke ending of Little Pip leaves the vault and dies of radiation poisoning. That would have been hilarious. Yeah. But they couldn't even fucking get that right.
No, the thing is, like with at least with Ashes, it's the team leads do so much. I know. It really is. It's pretty much like if you're doing lots of the work, you will become team lead or team lead assistant.
Yeah.
And everyone else is when they can.
Yeah.
And that's basically probably the problem with Stable Tech is that there wasn't like one guy to be like, yeah, I'm going to do all the animation, and he actually does it.
That should have been Tyler fucking Teschke, but then he didn't do any of it. Damn it.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's almost like obviously I didn't know him and wasn't there, but it sounds like he had tons of motivation and then just sort of went, no, I shouldn't have this motivation. I'll lay off. And it's like,
yeah, it's like,
why? Like I don't know where that went.
Yeah, as soon as things formalize, and we did Nuclear Winter Wonderland, and he got everything got super huge. Then he like almost disappeared. Like he installed the studio head because he wasn't comfortable like with organization, which is fine. But it's like then on his own, not doing. I don't know. So
yeah,
I try not to be too critical, but I think he was the one with the great expectations that he didn't ultimately understand, and we were all sold on the idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's always like the saying of no one's going to be invested in your idea as much as yourself.
Yes.
And it's like that's the thing. I think even though this is like gaming stuff, it's if you're starting an indie game, you should get the groundwork going up by yourself before getting people involved.
Yeah.
And like imagine like if he did the storyboard or something like that, and then there was something to work on straight away. Maybe I don't know. It's just yeah.
We had good storyboard people too. Between a combination of this guy TK Hardcore and Zerlik. I forget his name. It's something like that. Okay. I kept misreading it as Zurich for the longest time. So Switzerland guy, and then someone else. They did a lot of really great storyboards and like kind of like the way things unfolded, which you'll kind of see in the finalized automatic whenever the fuck Vermont gets the Great Experiment out. I'm so excited for that because I redid the. I took all the pieces of the animatic and I remastered the audio as like much as I could. It's like the real end game audio, because what Vermont ended up pushing out right at the end of Stable Tech there, the video worked, but the audio was so terrible, and I just none of us cared. I didn't care. I was riding high on finally having the engineer released, and
Yeah.
And that's basically where I am now, is after 5.5 years being so happy that frickin' Confessions is almost done and pulled it all off. Like, I'm doing these Wikia articles and it's like a nostalgia trip going back and like, oh, I remember first writing this and being so excited to finally have the Ice Mare character or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
The thing is too, I'm basically using the Wikia as like a behind the scenes like kind of book, and so this once I finish all the pages, I'm going to print them out and like incorporate them into one background document and include that with all the scripts and everything.
Nice.
A biography.
Yeah, you should get that all printed out, and then you kind of you can stick it on your trophy cabinet, you know?
Oh, yeah. No, I want to do that, too, in case the big one happens and we lose all digital information.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. YouTube just goes, you're not good enough for kids, we're kicking you off. No history.
Yeah, they dissolve it all in dip, like it's fucking Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, they better not, but yeah. No, it's crazy. I mean, you've been around for a very long time in the community.
Oh my gosh. Old
you're the veteran of the fandom.
That's right. I saw the meme wars.
Yeah.
I remember the dark days, the days before Princess Twilight.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I joined when that had already happened. Like, all the drama had already happened. Oh my god.
The first really super big drama, I think, was the Derpy getting removed and then slowly re-added, because that was another thing too, where it was like there have been so many differently abled characters across animation. Like, you look at the Single D's, the Cosmos, like Ed, Ed, and Eddie and stuff. It's like, why couldn't she be a character like that? It's like, oh no, she might be offensive, and so they just completely like strip her from the show and the voice and everything.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah, but at least they kind of brought her back.
Yeah, and we did get that one Prince whatever song out of it, the Fairy Tales and Happy Endings. That was a good song.
Did we?
Yeah. I think it's still one of his highest rated, and he wrote that essentially about the Derpy drama, and it's a very nice like.
Wait, who are you talking about?
It's the metal brony guy, Prince Whateverer.
Oh,
it was in like when did all this shit happen? It was in like early 2013 when he released that.
Yeah. God, that's a long time ago. I think I was probably about 13 at that point. God.
Oh gosh, I was in college. Yeah. Don't say that.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
EAST Corp babies.
Oh god, it's ridiculous. I just feel so young.
Yeah, and you have the most potential too. Don't squander it. Don't do what we did.
Yeah. No, I've got the potential because of stuff like this and Overmare and whatever. Like literally, most of my CV is just, hey, I did EAST Corp for 3 years. I've done Overmare for 2 years. Like, yeah.
Would you like to listen to my horse music?
Yeah, pretty much. Or I have hidden it, like on my portfolio website. I've got a hidden page for all my Little Pony stuff.
See, the key thing is just when you assemble like a demo or whatever, you don't have to have any lyrics or nothing. You just put the little musical segments, like the end assembly of the Gilded Age was so great. How you copied or not copied, but rearranged the Woodkid music. It sounded really great.
Yeah, it was like because you made the little compilation for AppsCon or something of all our music.
Do something like that.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
And you don't have to put anything on it. You just like, this is some of my music, it's really great.
It didn't come from anywhere, I swear.
No, there's no magical horses dancing behind the scenes.
No. Yeah. I think I do have Terminal 6 portfolio website.
Nice. I mean, you should. That was really good work, just with the sound effects.
Exactly.
But
it's difficult to...
I was listening through everything, almost start to finish, doing the Wikias, and you really hear the progression as you go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I had no clue what I was doing at the beginning, but got there in the end. It's difficult to show off an audio drama like that because the oh wow, look what I've done is the fact that it's an hour long and that it's an hour long of good quality. There's not really any like, look at this specific sound design I've done. You know what I mean? Like, it's really difficult to show off. But,
yeah, it's just the ability to produce the work more than anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I've got like the 6 episodes up and have my little. I was the only editor on this episode, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to hopefully transmute into the future is once finishing Confessions and stuff like this, then when I start writing like normal stuff under a normal kind of heading, then all of this is the experience built into my, ability to assemble story points and characters and stuff. So that's what I'm hoping will pay off. That was the plan. Luckily, I kept my day job, so I'm not going to starve.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But no, it sounds like a way to go. Yeah.
I'm hoping for the best. I literally, ever since college, before even the pony stuff started, I have a whole list of like story ideas and like little outlines that I've just scribbled down over the years that eventually, hopefully, get developed one day. So we'll see.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe if EAST Corp got like a rich Saudi Arabian prince to fund us, we could turn it into a full production company.
We don't have any Air Force bases for them to shoot up, so we could just take the money and be happy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Samuel Pierce in the chat. Speaking of pony fan stuff, did y'all hear about the guy behind Luna Determination? Minty Root managed to get a job working on the Maleficent movie as a background designer. Yeah, no, I was really happy about that. Minty has good animations and stuff.
Yeah, and wasn't it the duo cartoonist working on that Disney shitty show? Or whatever?
Yeah, with the fart creatures.
Yeah,
which is the only thing I know about that show is because of that meme. It's like the Lion King the series or something.
Yeah. But no, it's doable. I think to be honest, actually, like we shouldn't be too scared of like all this stuff to show to real people. I think people like don't really care, to be honest.
I hope not. My number one, like my gateway thing, if I ever am introducing people to it, is the Fall of an Empire stuff. Just because it's such a big and over the top thing that it's like an easy thing. Like, okay, this is a legitimate like art, and then I can dance them back into my silly parodies and our writing and stuff.
Yeah. Well, but as well, like you don't want something that's too gay and happy because like they'll be like, what, you won't watch a show for little kids? Oh my god, this is too happy, and then they'll hate it.
Yeah.
But if you show them like awesome epic orchestral metal,
that's
they'll
right.
Be like, damn, this is grown up. So
yeah, all the best comments are, why is this about freaking ponies? This is so great, but it's about ponies. And I specifically intentionally used as little like actual. Well, I never liked that in writing anyway. The overuse of the like every pony, some pony kind of stuff. It's like, it's racist, very racist. There's all creatures beside ponies. And B, it just gets annoying. It's like it boxes you in and it sounds weird. So I'll only sprinkle it in like a nice, just a bit of garnish, bit of parsley.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that's just like the Hasbro stuff. Like, because I was looking at the show Bible, and it's like literally just everything's human, but it's horse, and it's just like pages upon pages of just look, this is how we're going to turn it into a horse theme, and it's just like for Hasbro they've really hammered it up, but
and they dropped that pretty quick too, because then in the later chapters when they introduce freaking young Sheldon into the series, then she just calls him her boyfriend, Stick in the Mud, whatever his name was. It's like it's not like this is my colt horse. It's like, no, it's just a boyfriend. just stop.
So. I mean, I don't know. I feel. Yeah,
I'm just glad we got a proper ending. I'm glad the series didn't just stop and there was no conclusion or no attempt at wrapping it at all. That would have been worse.
Well, I'm just annoyed that season 9 was actually good.
I know, because then you're like, oh, why not one more? One more.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it was shit. I don't think I watched 7 and 8. And then 9 comes along and it's like, oh, this is actually good. Why the hell are they not continuing? Like, oh.
Yeah, I'll be honest, a lot of the later seasons I consumed as DWK episodes first, and then I went back and picked and chose what ones actually sounded good to watch.
I didn't go back, but yeah, DWK has been like, it just makes it so much more entertaining and like much more human-like. But yeah, have you seen like his recent episodes where it's literally just an abridged series now.
I gotta
Just does the
say, I'm
voices.
waiting for him to do more of the Equestria Girl movies and like
yeah.
like a bridge. Like, I would love to hear his take on like mirror magic or whatever. Like, oh shit, man, I'm a horse again. It's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on,
we have him on
DWK.
the
We know
podcast?
you. I know, right? How great would
Yeah,
that
we
be?
missed it. Yeah, I missed. Oh no. Oh no, it was Vermont. He was in a separate call with him and someone else, right?
Yeah, that ass. I wasn't invited on. It's the same
I
thing
was
where
like,
they arranged the fucking the somber from Project Horizons to be on the 1 week that I was out of town. I was literally in like fucking Oregon getting Life is Strange on by the Oregon Fires at the time, and that's the weekend they decide to have somber on.
Yeah, I couldn't even make it, and I would have loved to have talked.
Yeah, you're the one who would have cared the most. That was...
Yeah, exactly. I wasn't even there. I think I really got told.
Let me look at the...
Yeah, he's put it in the memes channel. I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is extremely detailed. Holy cow.
It is.
Okay, give me a
It's
second.
very good, yeah.
I gotta respect it for being actual art covering up just random graffiti.
Yeah.
I definitely have a bit of a pet peeve about the classical graffiti, but this is actually art.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda cleaning up the city.
Yeah. I mean, that would actually be good. Like, what's the fuck, Jesus Christ. In Little Pip's stable, the girl that does all the murals.
Oh,
Why can't we just have that?
Palette or something
Palette,
like that.
yeah. Like, why can't we just have a bunch of them go around cities and just paint murals on the side of buildings?
Yeah, I don't know.
It would just uplift everyone's spirits.
Like, I'm not opposed to like public or street art or whatever, but it's like the tagging is something completely not the same. It's like it's got to be a real contribution to the area rather than someone just scrawling their name in the same stupid 1990s lettering.
Yeah,
it looks so dumb.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, and it just kind of looks like the scribbles on a bench.
Yeah, it's like bathroom graffiti. You're just sitting there and you're bored and you have a Sharpie for some reason.
Yeah, exactly.
So you write your friend's phone number and say, "Call for a good time." Oh no, someone put my name on the bathroom somewhere, but I'm getting all these hookup calls.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'd be happy with some Baby Yodas all across the city.
Yeah, I'm waiting, like, I don't know. I saw one deal for, like, Disney Plus and Hulu for, like, a package that would be only $1 more than my current Hulu arrangement, but I still just can't get myself to do it for one single show. It's
exactly.
I just don't know. There's not enough on there to tempt me.
Yeah, well, it's like, you just end up having so many subscriptions. It's like, okay, you got a Netflix, all the other ones that aren't Hulu and Disney Plus, but it's literally just everyone wants a subscription.
Can you believe how many there are now? There's like the Hulu Max or HBO Max coming out, which is the Warner Media and Rooster Teeth is in there, and there's the CBS All Access like bottling up all the Star Trek stuff, and now there's the new NBC Peacock, and there's Disney Plus, and there's like the older ones like Vudu and shit. It's like it's too many. It's like going back to the old cable days, and it's just going to lead everyone back into piracy.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, which is why I don't know. I feel like obviously it is illegal to be pirating it, but at the same time it is. Screw you guys.
It's civil disobedience.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all Martin Luther King Jr.'s by ripping HBO shows off of Kiss Anime.
Yeah, I mean it as well. Like, I think for your generation as well. Like we've all grown up with the internet and stuff.
Yes, as old
so it's
people.
like we know how to do this stuff.
You Zoomer.
Yeah. But we're just used to it. It's like. Even in college, one of the guys was he was like, "Oh, go to this website if you want some like free audio stuff." And like we would all just be sneaking around on this website, going, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have that free plugin. I'm gonna have some samples from here." Seriously, and it's just everywhere, or Pirate Bay, and yeah.
Really, YouTube revolutionized that too. Like I remember in my early college days, like before I even had a smartphone, there was this site called like Bumble MP3 or whatever, and that's where I would find songs that were hard to procure otherwise. But then when YouTube came out and like they got sued and they were like acted dumb, and so then everyone's just posting music, and now YouTube has their own like music like default channels. It's a weird thing, but it's like how easy it is to download a YouTube video. So I try to pay on the back end if it's something that really deserves money. Like HBO, you know, I watched Game of Thrones one way or another, and then if it was a good season, I bought it afterwards, which all of them but 8 so far.
Yeah. All of them bar the last 4, maybe.
Yeah. For me, the peak was 6 just because I was so happy they were finally able to get back Winterfell. That was a big end game for me. Stupid.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how the books play out. I still have doubts that they'll ever come out, or like, or maybe they're all done and George is just sitting like on them until he can milk the series more before actually releasing them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think what was it? He was. Yeah, I think it was like someone was critiquing him, and it was someone pointed out that he could literally just like write a paragraph or something a day, and he would have had the entire book series done.
Yeah, but that's probably before the TV show ended.
Yeah. But it is a bit ridiculous. Like he could just. It's probably something just to do with motivation. Like once. Because like maybe he's like intimidated by the fact that the show is so big.
I think
it's
so.
Like how do you top that?
Yeah,
and so because I definitely wouldn't be very motivated. Like if you'd made all your money on this idea, you're living a good life, and now I've got to write the story that everyone already knows. It's like I don't know. Maybe it's a lack of motivation.
Yeah. And so I don't know. He's got to do something though. Like I feel like what J.K. Rowling does is like she kind of like. As trying the expanded universe route, but then she really needs to stop using Twitter first because she keeps ruining it.
Yeah.
But I liked the first Fantastic Beasts movie. That was just fun because I liked the period piece kind of aspect to it.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I don't think I wasn't like blown away by the end of it. I wasn't like, oh my god, that's the best film ever. But you know, it was enjoyable.
I felt good for the regular schlubby guy getting to date his wizard waifu. So that was pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, she like just talked like she was trying to seduce him all the time. It was like, hey, come over here. It's like, oh.
And then I think literally no one liked Crimes of Grindelwald. So there's that.
Yeah, and I haven't watched that one, but.
I thought it was okay. It felt like a mid-season like TV filler episode. Like there was very little overall plot structure to it as a standalone movie. And that's what was most frustrating about it.
Yeah.
And then there's like the like interesting motivations and stuff for what Grindelwald is doing, and there's like a whole reference to World War II and everything, and it's like, okay, I kind of see what you mean, but they kind of like I don't know. They didn't quite get all the motivations lined up where it like actually added depth to his character, because they're like building him up as like you know, wizard Nazis, and then they're like, but we need to do this to stop the, you know, the Muggles from making nukes, and it's like, okay, I kind of get that, but it's like you've already made them wizard Nazis, so it kind of makes it hard to sympathize.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're planning.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it feels like they've gone against the story that made Harry Potter good, and they're just focusing on like the universe.
Yeah.
Rather than, you know what I mean, like they're not going like, what's a really good story that happens to be in the universe. It's more like, oh, we're going to explore the creatures, or we're going to explore this character that was mentioned once, or you know, or just happened to have the Elder Wand before. You know what I mean? It's like it
feels like it would be a better like TV series or something.
Yeah, TV series would be good. Yeah. I mean, like a Breaking Bad in the Harry Potter universe.
That sounds amazing. Well, making wizard meth.
Right? That actually was good. Yeah. Now you say that,
I would watch the hell out of that. That sounds awesome.
That would be good. Yeah. I think I might be about to get pulled into a meeting.
I was gonna say, yeah. Is anything? Any last points anyone wants us to cover? Otherwise, I think I might wrap up and get lunch myself.
Oh, yeah, it's lunchtime for you. Yeah, I'll be having my supper very soon.
Of course. I see. We were really hoping. We voted over a year ago to like get rid of daylight savings time because I'm sick of it. Because now sunset it's like 4 p.m. here, so all during the week I have like a day job. So I get home and on my drive on the freeway, I'm watching the sun go down, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get any. As soon as I get home, it's dark, no sunlight.
Jesus.
It's already dark, and I hate it.
Yeah. Damn. What? So you kind of like wake up in the dark, go home at early light.
Yeah, so the entire actual
off.
daylight is when I'm facing another building through my window, and it's like awful. It's like living underground.
That is awful.
Roy Mustang, are you up to date on Ruby? No, unfortunately, I only watched the pilot of the season, and I haven't been watching since then. So I will catch up, and I'm sure Vermont and I will definitely have a lot to say.
Yeah, and me, I've been enjoying it. I'm
good.
I'm one episode away from. I'm not on the subscription thing, so what do you call it? Yeah. So I'm like one episode behind, kind of thing. But yeah, it's good. It's good season, I think.
I'm definitely interested. It seems like it has a lot going for it this season. Like a lot of plot points finally coming to a head.
Yeah. There's a lot more drive to it rather than just we're staying at this place or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like there's more momentum to the story just naturally, and then and then I think like the writers in general, like they can write good stories. It's just when it's something boring to write about, you can't really do anything with it, you know, like
yeah.
So.
And like the last season benefited in that they gave like a giant splurge of backstory, which really helped, but otherwise it was another season of just like, okay, it's a journey between A and V, and that kind of sucked.
Yeah, and it was just like it was just slow. I mean, like I can't even that last 2 seasons or whatever it was.
Yeah, it didn't leave the biggest impression on me. So
no, exactly.
I still mainly remember season 3.
Yeah.
We have someone in the chat. Have you read FOE Child of the Stars?
No.
I never even heard of that one.
Haven't.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I've heard of it now. Maybe. Child of the Stars.
Bit too focused on my own story.
Yeah.
And Roy Mustang points out, Rooster Teeth is owned by Warner now. Warner Media, #
really?
Rooster Teeth. And it's created some interesting things this year, that's for sure. Also, I gotta say, like, I try, but it's hard to not notice that the Crow is a different voice, and it is just sad. But
is it? When did he change?
There was a big controversy back in January, February. That was the Vic lasagna thing.
Yeah, so, I haven't actually even noticed.
Yeah,
I'm really bad with like character voices and stuff, but yeah.
Ryan, send nudes. The closest thing we have to nudes without getting Wachinski'd is our saucy sunset Christmas picture here. So
hell yeah.
You will have to settle for that as we wrap up. Kedley, any last words for the holidays? I'm not sure if we'll have another stream before Christmas. Any last words from you?
No, just hope everyone has a good Christmas, or whatever you celebrate.
That's right. A Quasi Kwanzaa. What was the Simpsons line of Krusty doing like and a very somber something else, Eid or whatever. Also, I will do a plug because it's for sure the next thing in my docket of what we're doing anyway. We have a very special Confessions of a Wasteland Pony Christmas special coming out in exactly 2 weeks, the weekend before Christmas. So stay tuned for that. It is going to be very big, and I'm putting finishing touches this weekend, so hopefully should be ready with plenty of time to spare.
Hell yeah.
Oh, also I have a new Christmas song out, just cause, you know, it's natural.
Yeah. I'll put some out for the holidays.
Yeah, so check that out if you have a chance. It's what did I rewrite again? It's the it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. That's the one.
Nice.
So
nice.
Alrighty, happy holidays, every pony. Happy hearthwarming and midwinter, and we will talk to you all later.
Bye.